Yes, we are live. Hello, Charlie. How are you?
I'm all right, bro. How are you?
Bit stressed, but it's still not the best pleased with the result. Not the best pleased with the result.
I mean, that's the thing, right? It's just
Tiring.
yeah. I said this on Forge for Minds earlier, and I said it in the watch along as well.
Yeah, I was
There
in
are
both
some.
chats watching and stuff.
I did. Thank you very much, by the way. It's one of those games. Like, there's some games where it finishes and it's been bad, and you're fucking fuming and everything else. Whereas today, it was one of those games where you're just like, all right.
Yeah,
That's today, I guess. It's like that, isn't it?
100%, 100%. Yeah, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's so annoying result.
Yeah, I mean, I said this. I think going on Gates' show earlier and Duke's show earlier on Forge just made me a little bit more, I don't know, positive, I guess. I think it's one of those things where, like, it was no one's day. I think, and this is something we'll all probably talk about endlessly until the weekend. But the idea of who was to blame, for example, Gatesy asked me at that point, and I think the truth is everyone is. I think everyone's culpable, right? I don't think there's I think Moyes made the right decisions to start. The formation was, I agreed with. I think the starting lineup by and large I agreed with, and I think the first half we were right, and then the second half happened and the players didn't perform, Moyes didn't perform, and it's like at that point everyone's kind of jointly fucked. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then the call with the penalty as well. Like, I'm not sure what to make of it, really, because it could have easily been a free kick going the other way. But
I think the pull beforehand is whatever. I think it probably was a pen. Like the thing that gets judged for the penalty, I would say was a penalty. The pull beforehand. I said this on the stream. If Dawson stops there, if he goes down, but more importantly, if he just stops and turns to the ref and looks at him, then it's a free kick.
Yeah, but then he's Terminator. He just keeps going.
Yeah, it just wasn't going to happen. It sucks, and that's the thing is, like, I always try to avoid. I always try to avoid the idea of like football is a game of fine margins, and it's difficult to talk about individual moments without addressing that, because realistically, most of the time it is, if one thing happens, then everything else can change, sort of thing. But
exactly.
Like, it's one of those ones where we just didn't fucking deserve anything, did we?
No, we didn't. It's just so frustrating though, because we played well against Wolves, didn't we? And then we go and throw this performance out there.
And that's the thing. The first half, I don't get what happened. First half, we were right.
Yeah, first 40 minutes. Yeah. Played well, and then it just went off the boil. But you can't complain with that goal we conceded first, though. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I think like even the last goal as well was brilliant, but that first one was just like, Gio always says this, right, on Hammers Chat. Whenever we do reviews, he'll always say this exact phrase. He'll always say, show me a goal, I'll show you a mistake. And if I was to be hypercritical, I would say, I feel like maybe someone should be more touch tight to him. He has a lot of time on the ball and a lot of space, and no one really steps to him in any significant way. Be that maybe a central midfielder should be there where Thomas Souček should be. Maybe a centre-back needs to step up, or the wing-back in that scenario needs to step up or something. But sometimes, man, they just fucking hit him and they stay hit. You know what I mean? Like, it just...
Yeah, exactly.
He pinged it. Like, oh, okay, right. Well, it's 1-0 because he scored a screamer.
I think that did change the tempo of the game as well, though. It really did.
Yeah. It's just... I'm trying very hard in life not to be too critical of David Moyes. But my G, do something, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And playing Bowen up front is not working at all.
It's not his strength.
He plays on the right wing. Why are we playing him?
And I think this is the problem. Like, what do you think about this formation that we've got going on at the moment? This sort of,
I quite like it.
3-4-3, whatever you want to say.
I quite like it, but Bowen not out on the right, that's a lot. But I did come up with something that we could potentially do. Let me
lob it out there. Let the people see.
Right, let me add it up.
Just disappeared there as well.
It's just where off the camera for a second. Should be back in a second.
I'm loving this.
But yeah, I think we should play this formation. Still the back three with wing backs, but wingers as well.
I mean, yeah.
Like I say, it's probably not the best formation, but
no, I think it's a legit shout. I think the key difference, right? I'm going to sit here. Oh, I was going to be in a little gap. I think. Go on.
Do you want to put it back on?
There we go. I think the key. There we go. The key difference, I think, is the movement and positioning of the wingers, right? So right now we have Lanzini on the left, and what that facilitates really, Lanzini, as we all know, bloody loves to drop deep. That kid. That's almost this entire shtick. He comes deep from the sort of further forward wide positions and gets involved next to Rice and Souček and likes to instigate play, which I think is really useful in certain instances. But what that ends up doing is vacating a huge amount of space on the left, of which Mikel Antonio just bloody loves to live in. He just drifts out there all day, all night. If he could set up a bed on the left wing, my man would do it, right?
Yeah, that's why I've put him on in the left wing for it. Because I was debating with him and Vlasic swapping it around, but
yeah,
because he keeps drifting left.
Bowen then goes into the middle, right? And so today, I think it was maybe even slightly. You could argue it was even slightly different, where it was more just a straight two up front as opposed to a sort of free with like whatever, right? I think that could work. I really think there's a. I think I look at Vlasic and I don't. I would have made the case for taking Bowen off for him today. I think that kind of formation could have really suited him. I think if you look at how he played in Russia, he was playing as a sort of 10 second striker. The two I was gonna say characters. The two footballers I compare him to most are Dele Alli and Thomas Muller. That kind of guy, just behind a striker,
centre forward.
Yeah, exactly. Second striker, centre forward, Raudendeuter, however you want to say it. Just a guy who's in there, just finding pockets of space and doing bits in them. Most of the time, going for goal and creating opportunities in that sense, goal scoring opportunities, right? And I think putting him in maybe the role that Bowen was playing today would be really useful for him. Playing off an Antonio, having Antonio be the guy to lead that line, and then just let Vlasic find gaps. But one of my biggest criticisms today, apart from everything, was we brought him on at left wing back.
Yeah, that's what I didn't get.
You're taking off Fornals, who, in my opinion, I don't know about you, was one of the best players on the pitch, in my opinion, and his passing was beautiful. And then you put essentially a centre forward, if you want to word it like that, which I think is a great way of putting it, at left wing back. What's going on here? I'm so confused.
Exactly. And I would have brought on Vlasic before Benrahma in Benrahma's position. But Fornals was playing good. I don't know why. And talking about substitutions, we got a comment in from Jay Woods. We could have used 5 substitutions when we can only use 3 in the Premier League, can't we? So we could have used 5, but he used only 2. Like, I don't understand it at all. Because like when we were down to 2-1 and we got towards the 90th minute and stuff, I don't see why we would still have 3 on the pitch when we could have brought on like Occo Flex, Perkins, Chesters or something and gone a bit more attacking. I don't see why we kept a so defensive line. Also, good morning, Darren.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, for years on the watch along at this point, literally years, I've been talking about how bad David Moyes' substitutions are, and every so often, a couple of months, once a month, maybe once every 2 months, we get a game where all of a sudden he absolutely kills it. Like, he nails the substitutions to perfection, timing, person, everything. And then there's more often than not, bruv, you're not wrong, Lucas, I'm not gonna lie to you. More often than not, Lucas, he pops up with like one of these games where you're like, we're 2-1 down in a knockout game. It's not like goal difference matters here. Why are you not just rolling the dice? Why are you
Exactly.
not taking that opportunity? Why are you sitting there? Like other games where you're like trying to see a game out at just 2-1, you don't want to overexpose yourselves because of league position, blah, blah, blah. I get that. I disagree with
Yeah.
it, but I get it. Bruv, it's the FA Cup. It doesn't matter. They could beat us 5-1. They could beat us 2-1. It doesn't make a difference. The exact same result.
Exactly.
So why not just go for it? I don't. And especially where he's the one. He's the one. Right, that's it. We're off to the races now. We're off to the races now on the
We're off to the
anti-moist. Here we
races.
go. Choo-choo. Next stop. Charlie's getting hate mail again. Right. He's the one who says two things. One, I like playing with a small squad because it gives youth players a chance to be. I want to do the Red Bull model. My G would bring on a grandma up front than he would bring on Okaflex. It's like, bro, just do anything. You can't. You made your bed without signing players by bringing on about this small squad nonsense, which is total bollocks. But you've made this idea, lie in it. Why the hell are you? What are you doing? It's bro.
I know. Like he says, "Oh, I like having a small squad. It gives you a go and stuff." Yeah, he won't give you players a go. Like he says, like,
Makes no sense.
oh no, what was I gonna say? I can't remember who said. Someone said about saying players on the bench and stuff to come onto the pitch. Someone said it earlier in one of the streams, and like yeah, well, and he says he doesn't trust players that are on the bench. Like, well, they're not gonna. You're not gonna trust me if you don't fucking play them.
You're the man who bought him, you donut.
Yeah.
You bought Ben. You signed Ben Rama technically twice. You signed Vlasic. If you don't trust them, you signed Crow. You said like if you didn't trust them,
Then why the fuck did you bring them in?
Why are they here, bro? Why are they here? I just don't get it. I just don't. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
like when it's like I say, I'm trying to criticize him less, and it's one of those things where, like, if it's a decision I can see the logic behind, then whatever. Maybe then it's just a difference of opinion at the end of the day. But some of this stuff he does makes no. And even if you're like, right, okay, we've got Liverpool, we've got Europa League coming up, we've got all these games. We're playing twice a week, again. Rotate your squad, you donut. Like,
exactly.
Antonio, he comes out after a match and he's like, "Oh, Antonio's really tired." Yeah, because you don't.
You haven't signed anyone to fucking take the pick off him.
Stress.
But yeah, like Mandy says about Jesse. Like, obviously, you trusted Jesse last season. Why didn't you just go and sign him? Like, it's just. I don't understand it. Like, yeah, fair enough. He's done well to get us to where we are, but fucking hell, he can be frustrating.
He's just a. Like I say, Jay Woods is right. Like, what a disappointing night thing is. It's one of those things where it's just like there are games where you come back out of the back of it, or I come out the back of it, and I'm like angry. Not often. Like, if people watch the watch longs, they'll know I'm pretty flat when it comes to like I get excited and I get annoyed, but I don't fucking spike, you know what I mean? I don't go crazy. I just be who I am. And there's games where I do come off and sometimes I'm just annoyed. I can't remember what game it was. There was a game a couple of weeks ago or a month ago or something like that. I just remember stopping and walking into the kitchen and just being like, fuck's sake, man. Like, just being really angry. But today was just, I can't even muster the fucking emotions to be like annoyed by this shit. Do you know what I mean? I just go, it's just dead, bruv. It's just dead. Like, just do anything else apart from what you did.
Not good, Kieran, by the way. Not good at all. More rain.
Just dead, bruv. Just dead bloody game, bruv. Stupid management, stupid performance.
Yeah,
we move.
Completely done with it tonight. Like, honestly, like we could have, if we continue playing the same way we did in the first half hour, 5 minutes, then we would have been through to the next round.
If we, it's FA Cup, man. Like, again, it's one of those ones where, like,
Noble's last season as well. And he weren't even on the bench.
Look, being real about it, you say, maybe he's injured, I don't know. But, like, being real about it, we say, if we were to pick one game out of the next 5 or whatever to lose, it would be this one. Realistically, it probably would be this one.
Yeah,
But
yeah, 100%.
at least lose with some like fire and
Passion.
dignity and passion. Don't
And
just
attack when you're down, and not just play free.
Don't just go. Do you know what? We got Vlasic at left wing back, bro. It makes so little sense. Someone find the fucking answer here, because I don't know.
Why? Yeah, it's meant like his obsession with playing him on the wing though as well.
That I really don't understand. At least in that specific scenario, right? I disagree with him heavily, but at least in that specific scenario, I can go, oh well, he's probably one of the strongest players in our squad. Like when he has the ball, I'm fairly confident he's not going to get taken from him because he's just so bloody strong. Like players come up to him and they just bounce off him. He goes, no. So at least, I heavily disagree with him playing on the wing. But at least then I go, maybe he thinks he can just take the ball and drive it up the pitch, right? Which makes sense. Like, and I respect that, right? I disagree with him incredibly heavily, but whatever. Explain the logic. Left wing back. Someone, please, because we have two people. Because like the person who's playing left wing back before him is Pablo Fornals, and Pablo Fornals is all the joy he had in the first half and in the end of last season is his passing. Right, he picks up the ball wide on the touchline, essentially comes slightly inside onto his stronger foot and plays the greatest pass you've ever seen in your life because he's Pablo Fornals and that's what he does. Light work, right?
It's drinking paella. Oh no, eating paella,
drinking paella, eating Estrella. Like it's what he does. That's not Vlasic. That's not. So what are you asking him to do? None of it makes sense. I can't find the pieces to make it make sense in any way, shape, or form. It's so annoying.
Exactly, but I still it's just stress. It's just such a cool game. It was like Fornals wasn't even playing badly though, was he? That's the thing. Fornals wasn't playing badly. Bowen was playing quite badly. Take Bowen off and put Vlasic in centre forward. Like that would have made the world of difference, I reckon. But
and even then again, it's one of those things where like I understand the logic of keeping Bowen on because you know the quality he has, and so realistically, if he shows that quality for like 1 minute, all of a sudden
we're 2-1 up.
You might get right, yeah, exactly.
For instance, yeah.
But then you're hoping something that that clearly was not happening is gonna happen. Like, because it's easy for us to talk about in hindsight, right? And go, Bowen was shit all game. Well, not shit, but Bowen wasn't great all game. So why didn't you take him off and lob on, say, an Okaflex, Perkins? Just give something a shot. Give someone a whirl. Why not, right?
Exactly, because he says
hindsight and talk about it.
He sat there. He wants to play youth players and stuff. That's why he wants a small squad. He never plays youth players. I don't get it.
And like I say, it's easy for us to talk about it in hindsight, right? But in the moment, you see a guy who's trying. I'm not going to sit here and say he wasn't trying, but for 60 minutes showed no signs of doing that. And so what you're saying by keeping him on is that you're just hoping that something that you have no evidence would happen is going to happen.
Exactly.
The off chance it might happen in the last half an hour, instead of being proactive and saying, right, I'm going to bring on a youth player who has everything to gain. Literally everything. Their entire career. Look at Odebeku to some extent. He came on against Manchester United. It didn't work. He's gone. Right? It happens, right?
And then he subbed off again, didn't he?
To an extent, their entire career is based on how well they perform in their first senior match. I would struggle to think of a player who in their first senior match didn't perform well and went on to have a career in the Premier League, right? Harry Kane's the only guy I can think of who had a couple of bad seasons, but I don't remember those, right? So I'm saying at their parent club, I would forget. So you're saying you've got someone there who has everything to gain. Not only is the exact type of player you argue we could have needed, someone who's going to get the ball, drive at defense, really take the team to it, really take it to them, really do something with it. No, you go, oh, well, we'll just see if this happens. And on top of that, Take off Bowen and rest him because we've got bloody Liverpool. We've got Europa League.
Exactly. We're not. It's not gonna be a fun game on Saturday. I can tell you that. Not at all.
Oh, it's such a.
Looking forward to the Liverpool game on Saturday. But you know what we're like. We'll be shit tonight. We'll be shit against Liverpool. Then we'll go and absolutely batter. But I'm not holding out hope. It's just so West Ham for that to happen.
I think would you persist with this formation? Because I personally would.
Yes.
I think the formation, like my problem with the formation is like you've pointed out, I don't think it suits Bowen, but I do think the formation suits a lot of other things and is the only thing that sort of I felt like has been a positive force going forward.
Yeah.
Would you? And I think that could work against Liverpool. Would you stick with it?
Yeah, I probably would against Liverpool because it's a bit more defensive as well.
Yeah, I think you can make an argument. I think there's a balance you can have with it that works. Oh, see, yeah, big place. Come on,
yeah, there you go, boys. Hey, Reece.
Hello, mate. Yeah, good.
Would you against Liverpool? Would you stick with this formation? I was just saying that I probably would.
Jeez, we're getting limited in choices now. As you know, Joe, I had bug up. Like, I didn't have the stream here, so I was watching you. I was watching you watching it.
I'm sorry.
Did Souček, is he just a split head? Souček.
Yeah, he got an elbow. It was one of those ones where he's battling for the ball with someone. They put their arm back to sort of stop him from moving, and then the point of his elbow just collides with his eye socket, and it was
another split.
Yeah, it was a big old war wound. It looked like, you know. So
he could be fine, could he? Not that.
I suspect he will be. He came back out and sat on the bench after he went down the tunnel to get stitches, and then he came back out. Don't get me wrong, he looked like he'd been punched in the face, but he'd probably be fine.
Okay. Yeah, look, we're running out of options on formations. What do we? Cresswell, obviously, you weren't even on the bench, so I take it he's got an injury or a knock. We're running out of bodies, which was inevitable. So it's always going to happen when we didn't bring anyone in January, which has always been my. As soon as that happened, I thought these sort of days were going to come, weren't they? When we're lacking depth, and it's getting smaller and smaller week in. So this formation, do you think is not having seen the game, Charlie? It's hard for me to say. I thought what they did against Wolves was promising. I thought it was good. I thought we've had a reasonable game. We weren't brilliant, but we were good. And Bowen, Nira, Antonio seemed to work for that game. But without seeing the game, it's hard for me to comment what happened today.
I think
exactly the same?
I think Antonio played all right today, you know. Again, I think it's difficult to say because I think first half and second half are so different. And I think second half, I don't know about you, Deckers, but I think second half, I don't think anyone in the attacking positions covered themselves in glory. But I do think Antonio, especially in the first half, I thought he looked pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, the first, because I don't know if you remember, I did definitely commented on your watch long saying Antonio with a load of fire emojis so far. Yeah, I was like, he was playing really well for the first half an hour as well. And then I don't know what happened. We just imploded after the first 35 minutes.
I'm gleaming from everyone's comments I'm seeing. I popped on to have a look at Geo and then West Ham Network. Everyone seems to think, the first half hour or so we were okay. And Fornals was having a good game. Everyone seems to be disappointed he was substituted because he seemed like he's the most likely. And the substitutions didn't work at all. Vlasic and Benrahma. Benrahma, again, very, very disappointed. From everyone I've heard, they think he contributed absolutely nothing. But it sounded like Vlasic was out of position. Bowen, I get that maybe Bowen was the guy to take off and not Fornals. That seems to be the gist I'm getting. But I don't know now. I think I think the pigeons are coming home to roost, aren't they? With Moyes, I think he lives and dies by his sword, and to not strengthen in January. This is what he's going to go with, and now I always thought from Wolves onwards we're going to be tested because there's so many games in 3 weeks. You know, it must be 7-8 games in about 3 weeks.
There's a lot, yeah.
So we got past Wolves, but now at our first big cup test we failed, and now we got Liverpool then Sevilla. Jesus.
Then Spurs.
Then Spurs, is it?
Yeah. I think it's then Spurs, then Sevilla again.
No, so it's Liverpool, Sevilla, Aston Villa, Sevilla, Tottenham.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a tough run. Man.
No idea. I can't get hold of him.
You need to be full strength, don't you, when you're starting playing this sort of at this end of the season? But and again, come the end of the season, right? Everyone would point into January and saying, "Look, this cost us," because that's the way.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been saying this since before the window shut.
It's a shame, but
this is going to cost us.
A lot of football and squads are about logistics, aren't they? And regardless of what you got on the pitch, I think Leeds are a testament to that. They're heading for relegation, and a manager that no one wanted to sack, but they're going down if he stays because they lost 5 or 6 players, their best players through injury, and it's cost them. And he's another manager that didn't strengthen in January, whether that's his fault or the owners or whatever, I don't know. But you can see you can't do it with small squads now. You just can't. You have to have backup. And with
especially
Moyes,
when you're playing in all the...
Yeah, just to see the bench race, he's thrown all these lads on there young. He never plays them, so they're not really part of the bench. So
exactly, he's just using them to fill out numbers by the looks of things. But it's like it's going to cost us because we're still in a few competitions, aren't we? We're still in we're in 2 competitions now. We're in Europa League and Premier League left. Yeah, that are 2. And but still, that's going to be still 2 games a week for the foreseeable future because in Europe, aren't we? But the way it's going, it wouldn't surprise me if it's only 2 more games on the Thursday. To be fair, but don't want to say it. But
Sevilla are a very good team. Like they're a very good team. They know what they're doing in Europe. Like they are the Europa League specialists, and they've also had a very, very decent season. It's a very tough fixture. And I don't really know. I haven't looked into too much. I haven't watched them this season, and I haven't looked too much into how they play. But if this Sevilla like last year and the year before, and before when I was actually seeing them play quite a bit, their tactics don't suit us at all. Which is why I was so interested when we brought out the 3 at the back again, because of course Moyes is at the beginning in the first great spell of Moyes' second period, if you want to call it that. I think you can say there's 2 probably spells. It was playing this formation, and it was doing absolute bits for us.
Exactly, Charlie.
Yeah.
And I found there was more attacking in that period with the 3 at the back. There was a time that we were more attacking, playing with it. But you're right, yeah.
So I felt like that formation would work in those games, but I don't know. Again, I don't want to use this as a game to. I don't want to use this as a game almost to judge those things on, because nothing worked.
No,
even
and to be
Zuma,
fair to Southampton,
exceptional until the very end, got absolutely skinned alive at the end, didn't he? So,
and to be fair to Southampton though, since they've got their takeover, they've been a different beast. Since they've got their takeover, they've been a different team.
They were in very good form before today. I think they'd won 4 in their last 5 or something like that, and the other one was a draw, so it's not like bad formation.
He was confident of dropping all them players and getting a result, and he had them, and then he had the firepower to bring on, didn't he? And obviously, Brozier won the penalty and scored from the bench. That's the difference. We haven't got that firepower on the bench now, have we?
No, we haven't.
We've got Benrahma. To me, I'd sell him. I'd get rid of him. I don't rate him that high. I don't think he suits Moyes. I don't think he suits West Ham. So,
I think he's a good player. I think
he's a good player.
Good player, but he doesn't suit us. He doesn't suit us. I want him to do well. I personally want him to do well.
Him and Vlasic, of course I do. I want to see every West Ham player do well. Vlasic, I'm screaming that to please come on, son, just show us something. But he's been disappointing. But he puts him in positions on the left wing. I don't think you're going to get the best out of him there. But he hasn't lived up to certain expectations. So they're the two guys you've got to change things on the bench, and they're either not doing it, or they're out of form, or it's not working.
Moyes plays him in the wrong fucking position.
Well, you better ring him up.
You put Vlasic at left wing back.
You don't realise everything. What? I thought you were a left winger, Vlasic. No, not really.
And I think it was just before you come on. I don't know if you heard it. I said he works a lot better as a centre forward, like just behind the striker sort of position.
Yeah, he probably does. Yeah, I'd say that'd be
why
his
are we
favourite position.
Why are
Jesus
we
Christ,
positioning
mate.
and playing him on the wing?
He could play like Allaire could play that position, you know, as a sort of number 10 behind the front two. You know, that was where he made his bread and butter at, wasn't it? And then he's killing it now at Ajax. But we would not change, or Moyes would not change the system to suit Allaire, and he's not going to change it for Vlasic either. He's going to go the way he wants and sees it, and that's it. And it was working last year, but it's not working now.
I want to see us sticking with the 3/5 at the back, but I do want to see it with wingers pushed forward as well, and like one central striker. Like,
well, the only thing I worry about that, we don't have a natural. See, Bowen, he's so effective as a winger on the right, and as a
that's what I mean. That's why I want to see it as that. That's why I want to see it as that.
I don't think we've got a player that can shoot past players on the left without using Antonio. That is, who's a natural left winger. Vlasic ain't, Benrahma ain't, Fornals ain't, or Lanzini. So really, unless he bites the bullet and moves Antonio to a left winger,
or brings Oko Flex into the mix, which he ain't going to do.
Yeah, well, more than likely not.
You know when Thomas Souček went off injured, though? You know when Thomas Souček went off injured? And like it panned to the bench, didn't it? And you could see Ekwa Alimbe on the bench. He looked so happy because he thought he was going to come on. And he brings fucking Benrahma on for Souček. Like, not being funny. Why are you bringing on a winger for a centre midfielder when you got another centre midfielder on the bench?
I mean, again, I saw
as well.
Like the idea of putting Lanzini back into that role, pulling him back, and then putting Benrahma there. It's one of those ones where I understand, but Lanzini's been so good recently playing in an attacking role and then dropping deep to be able to orchestrate play, but still having the space to move forward because he's already vacated the space so he can move back into it, right? I feel like putting him back into that position is just sort of
killing off any hope for Lanzini doing something good.
Kind of, yeah. And I mean, by the end of the game as well, you look at it, right? Like we can have arguments about Benrahma's best position, right? But by the end of the I personally would say his best position is in a number 10 position. Or at least the other one I would say is on the left wing, but in somewhere where his job is to cut inside, not to take it past people, right? But let's say it's a
forward inverted winger sort of position.
Exactly. So but let's say for sake of argument, it is a 10. That's him, that's Vlasic, and Lanzini all on the pitch at the exact same time. Who's bloody taking up that position, bro? Like, again, I understand that, you know, sometimes, like, when you first come to a club, you sort of have to play the cards you're dealt. And we at West Ham, we are obsessed with the idea of buying attacking midfielders. I understand that.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
But Moyes has been here for, 5 windows now? The second time around?
Yeah.
Bro.
He's only bought in one striker.
Exactly.
It still upsets me to this day.
And this time around, he bloody bought any in. He sold more strikers this time around. He's bought him in, but like
he's brought none in. He's got 5 windows to bring a striker in and brought none.
And he's also had 5 windows to bring in an out-and-out attack, like left winger, like Bowen. And he's not done it.
A proper winger.
And he's not done it. We had Anderson, and then he got rid of him, which is fair enough because he didn't like rate him or whatever. Fair enough, but replace the guy, bro. Like, I mean, he doesn't do it. It just, I don't understand it. We had Grady Diangana, who was that, got rid of him. I don't understand the logic. I can't see it.
Neither do I. And we've got Oko Flex in the under 23s that can do it on the left. But
we don't know.
And the thing is,
the last resort.
Like,
last
I'm not
result
even,
is the young boys.
that's the
You
thing.
might
And
do.
like, I'm not even one of these people. I'm not going to sit here and act like I think Okaflex is the answer. But
Yeah.
he's an
No,
answer.
he's not the answer.
He's
Yeah,
an
exactly.
answer. Like, you know, this isn't a maths exam where you have to get to the exact right pinpoint thing. There's many different ways you can wiggle your way to the solution of getting a dub. And like, I'm not going to sit here and say I think bringing on Arcoflex would instantly solve all our woes, but it certainly solves one of them in that we didn't have anyone on the left who could actually take it to him, and we never have had that. Like, or we obviously we have, but just not in a few years. And it is constantly an issue. I love Pablo Fornals, right? And I'm happy enough with him playing left wing because I think he's so important to the team and everything else. But, bruv, when you're not playing him there, a la today, and yes, and against Wolves, where you're playing him at left wing back, who's your left winger, bro? You don't have one because we don't have one at the club. It's
Yeah, it's
Exactly,
frustrating
like-
now, isn't it? It's becoming frustrating because you can see it, and you go, "Jesus Christ, Moisey, come on! You got to think of
Big up,
something else."
Milesy.
sorry,
Moisey!
you- sorry, bro.
Oh yes, yeah. Poor old Miles had to go and watch that, but lucky
yeah,
enough,
like-
I didn't.
Yeah,
I tell you what, Charlie, I saw your face at the 80th minute, right? And I'd only just come on, hadn't I? And I could see you'd resigned yourself. I was not even getting a shot on fucking target, never mind scoring. Right? So, yeah, I knew then the game was up because I've been many games at West Ham when you knew the last 15 we ain't doing nothing here. We're not doing
By the way,
anything.
Milesy, if you want to come on, I've popped the link in the group chat on WhatsApp if you want to pop on.
At one point, I don't know if you saw it, Kieran, but at one point I was full on just like,
Yeah,
I was
you,
just like that. I
you
was
went-
just like, do you know what? I can't be honest.
you get the catch
Yeah, you
mode,
were-
didn't you? You went to catch mode. I knew that was it. Game was up. Catch mode. End of. Yeah.
But like when
Must have
the
been
official
boring
said
to watch.
seven added minutes, I thought, yeah, come on, we can do this now. But no, he just was still doing the same shit. And when it was 7 added minutes, that was the perfect time to bring on some youth players and go more attacking. But Moyes is so fucking stubborn.
He don't see it that way, does he? They never
No.
does.
No.
Yeah. You know, you think the kitchen sink comes out, don't you? And you start throwing it. But
I
he
mean,
didn't.
And the worst thing is he didn't even look at the kitchen sink, bruv. He didn't even
No.
see
By the
the
way,
kitchen sink. He saw it, yeah. He looked at the kitchen sink and he went, "Do you know what? No, I'm just gonna throw this cup and see what happens." It's like,
Yeah.
no, bruv. You rip the sink out and you lob it. It's cup football. That's what you do.
Oh, man.
So by the
I
way,
know,
Duke
look.
was going to come on, wasn't he? But he's had something happen at home, so I'm not gonna. I don't know anything. I'm not gonna say anything. But he said he apologies. He wanted to come on. This
Do you
was
know
a
that-
while back, by the
Yeah,
way.
it weren't long ago. You think you've been given a present, been able to bring on 5 subs, wouldn't you, to change a game when
Yeah.
you're losing? And we had that today, and we didn't use it. We said, no, we're not up
Exactly.
and wrapping that present. Let's just
We
keep
could have
them
even had
simple.
we could have even had another one if we said that Thomas Tuchek was a concussion sub. But
Yeah, but it wouldn't have mattered, does it? You mean you only bring on 2? It don't matter. You don't need 6 if you're only bringing on 2. Fucking hell. Fucking sake, man.
Yeah, he was brilliant. He was. Thomas,
he was.
Kurt Zuma was absolutely brilliant. He really was.
Just wish
I
he
heard
didn't
that.
do what he did.
Just wish he didn't decide to kick his cat. Otherwise, I would have loved him dearly.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, he had a brilliant performance. He really did. Without,
Yeah,
I'll
well,
tell you what else did.
It tells
Surprisingly,
you something too. If our centre half is being the man of the match in the last 2 games, that tells you a lot.
that's a great point. That's
Yeah.
a great point. The other thing I was going to say is, surprisingly, I thought Diop had a very good game as well. I can't lie. I
Yeah,
really did.
Diop did have a good game.
Yeah, I heard that.
Like
Yeah,
Diop's had a good
he
couple of games recently, hasn't he? Like
He
fair
came
play
on
to him if he's
against
coming into
Wolves,
form.
didn't he? And done one crunching tackle. It was superb.
100% crucial to and he,
So 10
he
out of
set
10
up Bowen
performance
in
in
the other
3
game.
minutes. Brilliant.
He set up Bowen in the game before that. I think it was.
Yeah, well, he got an
Was it
assist
the
today,
Newcastle
didn't
game?
he? He got the assist today, didn't he, Diop?
I think so.
Yeah, he
Dunno,
did.
it's from a
I
scrappy
did
goal
get
from a
to
corner.
see
Yeah, he
I
did.
did get to see the goals, you know, because I couldn't watch the game, but I did get to see them on YouTube earlier. And that corner came in. Zuma got in front of the keeper. He flapped at it. Diop knocked it across, and Antonio pushed it in. So, yeah, he gets an assist.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm still mad that Johnny Sins with a beard saved Dawson's header. Set Charlie off.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
What did he do with it?
He saved one of
big,
their keeper, Willie Caballero.
Big Willie.
Ironic, he's Big Johnny. But yeah, because he looks like that Johnny Sins guy. You remember the Johnny Sins thing, don't you, Kieran?
Yeah. Yeah,
he looks like it. He looks like him with a beard.
I couldn't get away from it.
Yeah, he looks like him with a beard. But yeah, he saved one of Dawson's headers on a corner. But yeah, well, Dawson Diop has been playing well the last few games, Andy.
I think he's getting there. And I quite like the idea of in this back three, it allows, when you're playing a back three like this, it allows one of your centre backs to step to whoever's on the ball, right? And they can come out of that position a little bit more because there's that added protection behind them. You see it quite frequently with it. Zuma and Zuma gets very high forward, and sometimes Dawson. But I think that could help Diop, because that's Diop very naturally does that. Diop, he just comes flying out of the fence to try and stop attacks early all of the time. And actually, although I think over his West Ham career he's never looked super confident in a back three, I think actually in this specific scenario it could potentially help him, where it can allow him to do that thing which is part of his natural game, and it not be such a problem for the covering defenders having to stop a huge attack. They have extra backup there.
And where was Cresswell today as well? Where was Cresswell today?
I'm working under the assumption that he got a knock.
Right. Okay.
I think if you look at that's the assumption again. Don't quote me on this, but I think he took a knock, and my gut says that if you look at the bench and how many youth players were on there, it probably suggests how serious or how high up the pecking order David Moyes found this game. And so if you have a player as crucial as Cresswell who has a knock, and you've got Liverpool at the weekend, you probably leave him out just to rest him.
Yeah.
I don't know that for certain, but that's the
say, because Fabianski wasn't even on the bench either, was he? But I think that might have just been because it's a cup game. You don't tend to sub your keeper on a cup game anyway, do you? You don't tend to sub your keeper.
It's only injury you need a keeper, isn't it, really?
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's because it's a cup game. He was going to play Areola regardless, wasn't he? Because it's the cup. Yeah. So I'm thinking he's probably just said, "You know what, Lucas? Have a rest. Not today. I'm not falling out yet. Just not today. Have yourself a rest. It's the cup. I'll see you on Saturday for Liverpool." I reckon that's what it probably was.
Well, yeah, the only worry I got now then, Moyes thinks then Antonio can play 3 games in a week.
I mean,
that's what he's going to have to do, unless Antonio don't play against Liverpool, but he rests him for Sevilla.
Again,
Jay Woods, though. Let me just address this comment. That's all we can do is imagine, because we ain't brought him in.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those things where you made your bed, now you have to lie in it.
Yeah,
and he didn't sign anyone, and his solution to that is, I'll just keep playing Antonio regardless. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad we had a solution to the problem.
Yeah, I'm just going to flog him to death, mate. It's as simple as that. And then people can moan about his performances.
Touch wood. What happens if Antonio goes down injured? We know he's got cheese strings instead of hamstrings. So, cheese strings. I want some cheese strings now.
Bro, I'm still thinking about the sausage roll cheese tech as you were talking about earlier. My God.
Yeah.
Imagine the scenes. Especially someone in the chat said, because I was worried about reheating, and then someone in the chat reminded me that Iceland sell
frozen one
sausage rolls fresh. Oh my God. It's a whole new world. You can figure, Kieran. Let me lay it out for you, Kieran. I don't know if you heard this. I don't know if you were in the chat at the time. I don't think you were. Let me lay it out for you. Think about it, right, Kieran? A Greggs sausage roll. You bung it in the microwave with melting cheese on top of it. Now tell me, Kieran, you're not excited to die because you're going to after eating one. But my God, imagine the brief moments of joy.
No, my secret is, and this is why I can't fucking fall in love with the idea, is I'd never eaten cheese, and I don't like cheese, and I've never had a pizza. I've never had a pizza.
You've said this before, okay? And I'll say a couple of things here. One, I don't care who says anything. Cheese is overrated. I will put that out there as a fact, a statement of fact.
Coming from the Baby Bell man.
Listen, trust me, I appreciate the irony. I do think cheese. Do they? Miles, he's coming through with the facts that I need to know right now.
I need to go to Iceland. I need to go to Iceland.
Bro, I never saw that last time I was in there. I'm seeing the Greggs stuff. I'm seeing other discount, like Easter stuff.
The amount of times I've bought them Greggs bacon cheese turnovers. And cooked them at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Is just.
But I will say, cheese is overrated. I'll back that. But the pizza thing, Kieran, I can't be backing that. I can't be backing that.
My boy gets a pizza. I love the smell of it. I love the look of it, and I just want to get into it. But as soon as I taste the cheese, I'm put off. I'm like, nah, I can't do that.
Big place, round table.
That's fair enough. Top 3 fruits: grapefruit. Grapefruit with a bit of sugar on it. Apple.
Oh, okay.
And orange.
Hang on, rewind. Whoa. First of all, love the definitive nature. Grapefruit with a bit of sugar on it.
You don't need sugar. Say you don't need sugar, Reece. You need salt. Does exactly the same job.
Oh, I might have to try that.
Try that. You do that on pineapple. You know when you get pineapple now and again, it's a little bit bitter. If you sprinkle a bit of salt on it, my God, it just changes it completely.
Does it?
Turns into a sweet, beautiful thing.
And then we're saying
the might have to try it with salt on it. Apple, yeah.
What's the apple? We got a specific type of apple. We got a color. Are you putting sugar on this as well? I'm very,
Oh no, not sugar on apple, but that's a very good idea. Big play. It's a big play. And then just
how can I answer that question, Appers? Gold, Sullivan, and Brady. Done.
Solid. It's good. It's good.
Lucas is saying apples, arse, and apricots.
Are you putting sugar on the arse? What's the story? Come on now. We need an info.
Yeah. Kieran, would you like to let Andy know what's going on?
Andy, yeah, mate. Oh, fucking hell. Well, it's been a nightmare. It's been an absolute nightmare week with rain, I mean, you've seen the images, I presume, over there with the floods. Yeah, it's been really bad. I've been lucky where I am. It's sunny, sort of lapped at the door, not coming. But there's a lot of people still stranded. I'm looking after my boy's mother's dog, and she can't get out where she is. It's all blocked off. The roads are blocked off. It's under 6 foot of water. So, and we had 2 days break, which was great to try and let it subside a bit. But this morning, it's come back again with a vengeance, and it's just stopped. We had major storms this morning, more rain. And because it's so high, the water levels, you don't take much to kick it off again, to start flooding it more places again. But
what about your boy? Is he still at his mate's?
Huh?
Is your boy still at his mate's house?
No, he was locked in for 2 days, but the roads then it subsided and he got out of there and got home, so he's fine. But now the weather system has moved down to Sydney. Now Sydney are getting smashed as we speak, really bad, and there's going to be problems down there for sure. Yeah, that's it. Carry on.
I mean, we're just very lucky that we live in the mildest place in the world for weather. Do you know what I mean? There was a bit of wind. There was a bit of wind, and everyone lost their collective minds. Like people were live streaming planes on YouTube and getting hundreds of thousands of views. Big Jet TV.
For what just happened, they've got a new term now. That was called a rain bomb. It's a new term now, because I've been here with cyclones and that, and we never ever had that much rain. not that. It was. We had a year's worth of rain in 5 days.
Yeah,
And we
it's
Googled
crazy.
it. It was mental. But and now Sydney are copping it. So yeah, it's a we do go from extremes, from bushfires to major floods. It's a weird.
I've got another play for fruit.
Oh. Okay.
Fruit salads.
Okay. How many have you gone through of them in the day?
Well, yesterday I went for a whole bag of them.
Okay, I fully respect it. I said in a day, and you went. Well, yesterday they disappeared. So you know,
I thought that was a
2 hours and 10
condom
minutes.
packet
It's
you were
not too
holding
bad.
up.
No, that's... I'm not going in about condoms. I'm not going on about condoms. But yeah, like to do with the wind over here, lots of people were losing their mind about it and stuff, weren't they?
oh, it was great.
Like panic. Yeah, but everyone's like, "Oh, we need to make sure we got bread, milk, and stuff in." And I'm walking around in a t-shirt and shorts, and it's just like,
Bro, I was walking up the street, right?
Really?
I went to Tesco. I was walking up the street and I had my jacket on, headphones on. I was just listening to, I can't remember what the music was. And it was so windy, right? That my arms, I was holding the Tesco bags and my arms were just like this. And I was just walking up the street like this, right? And it was just flying backwards. And I'm sure I probably lost some croissants or something, right? But it was bloody brilliant. But I was having the time of my
where is
life.
your croissant, by the way? How is your croissant? Your son?
A Crossy. I've got an update on Crossy. Right, I've got an update. Are you ready for this?
Yes, ready for this.
So
I'm ready.
Crossy. Okay. We have Crossy, right? He is here. He's all goods. Okay.
Oh, God.
Now, the thing is he now has a friend. Game changer. He has a boy. I can't remember what we ended up calling him. But we
need to get some bacon now.
Big shout. But we do have Crossy has a mate now, so that's good. He sits on the
Big
mantelpiece.
plays.
He sits on the mantelpiece next to Danny. So
Big plays from Milesy.
oh, are they back? Got a chicken big back.
He
Yes,
plans these meals
chicken
the
Big Macs
day in
coming back.
front, does he?
Oh, I don't. I just like, yep, I fancy a bacon sandwich, so I'm gonna go cook one. That's what I'm like.
Oh, I
Yes,
would,
we love
I
Crossy.
would, but as Tom, if he's still in the chat, will tell
Is
you.
that a real croissant, Charlie?
Eggy Ernie.
No, it's
Is that not gone green yet?
it's my boy. He's a bit mouldy, but you know, it's my boy.
Yeah, I can imagine he is.
It's my boy.
Fucking hell, mate. Get penicillin out of that.
The lads. I can't remember what it was, Lucas. I don't know. Was it Ernie? I can't remember what it was. We came up with a name and it was relatively smart. That means I didn't come up with it, but still.
We love to see it. You do need to get a bacon one.
It's a great shout. We had discussed other other items that we need, but they're on the
Is there a plain old chocolate?
a little pan au chocolat. I don't know. Let's have a look, shall we? I don't know. I tell you what, I'd be very for that. I do love a pan au chocolat. I can't actually. Where did we even get them from? I can't remember now.
Big plays from Southampton though. A nice steak and ale pie.
Oh, you love that.
Ernie Yolks is his name.
I can back that.
Oi. My sister sent me a birthday pack the other day, right? All the way from
Plain
the
on
UK.
chocolate.
And in it, I haven't tried it yet. Can you see that?
Oh, is that a chocolate?
Oh,
I'm not sure if it's a fudge or a chocolate. Oh, it's a chocolate.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's a Jack Daniels.
Jack
Tennessee
Daniels
whiskey.
chocolate.
Yeah, Swiss milk chocolate with Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey, syrup center. Should we do a live tasting?
I think
Yes,
I
let's do a
think
live
I have
tasting.
wanted.
I think we
right,
need
so,
to.
wait, hang on. So first of all, we need the aroma. We need the aroma. Oh, he's gone straight in. What are we saying?
Well, I just nibbled it. I haven't gone into the middle.
Okay. That's fair. What are we
Yeah,
saying?
nothing. Yeah, smells of milk, just milk chocolate smell.
Okay. And from the little nibble, what were we saying? Was that just a thin part, thin
Yeah.
section? What was the taste? What were we saying?
A good standard of chocolate.
Okay, intriguing. Intriguing. Let's get in there. Let's take it. Let's take a. Let's
Get
take,
into
at your own leisure, of course, sir. But let's have a
Yeah,
look, gander.
we're going for the whiskey bit.
Okay. Right now we're gonna study the expressions. It's got a bit right. Let's study the expressions here. Oh, he's got a lick of the thumb suggests good. That what?
That is really nice.
Whoa. Big face. Out of 10. Out of 10.
Well, it's got crunchy middle and it's got the soft, syrupy whiskey in there as well. It's dribbling out.
Oh,
You won't be
look at that.
Oh,
Look at the dribble. Yeah. No, finish that off.
but I've got a question. I've got an important big question. Dairy Milk or Galaxy?
Oh, that is nice. Wow.
I'm not sure. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I'll put out there. Right, on a day-to-day basis.
Good night, Andy. Have a good sleep. We'll talk to you
bro.
tomorrow at some point.
Good luck getting up for work. On a day-to-day basis, Dairy Milk.
Yes.
But if you're wanting if you want to indulge,
it is Galaxy. Yeah.
Galaxy. Moreover, a Galaxy Ripple.
Oh wow.
I'm good, Lee. I'll take it. Good, but annoyed with the football. You guys?
Good day, Lee.
Same.
Hey, young Lee. How are you, brother? That was gorgeous.
Look at that, Kieran.
I wish I could give you one each, boys. I really do. So, if you ever see Jack Daniels, Tennessee whiskey, chocolate liqueur, beautiful.
Ooh, sounds top notch.
No cheese inside.
The dripping, the whole it looked good. It looked
was
good.
nice. And I'm not a massive chocolate fan, to be honest. I only have it every now and again. I get a craving for it, but that's about it. That was gorgeous.
What's your favorite chocolate?
My go-to used to be a Topic, and then it went to Snickers.
Oof, okay.
I like hazelnuts. You know, I love a hazelnut.
I do love a hazelnut as well. To be fair.
My favorite chocolate.
Go on, lay it down.
You know that Christmas chocolate.
Which one?
The one that's with the Christmas trees. There's like white chocolate and milk chocolate.
Yeah,
yeah. It's either that or Milka with the tuck in it.
Yo. A Milka with I can respect that. Milka, a much maligned chocolate brand. People look at it as want to be dairy milk. Why? But I think that's a fair point. I think that's a fair shout, sir. I think it's a fair shout. I'm gonna say this.
Your favorite?
I do love a Snickers. Kieran's come through with a Snickers. I think that's a big shout. I don't think you can go wrong with a Kinder Bueno white version. You know, I don't know if you can go wrong with a Kinder Bueno white version. You know,
massive place. Do you remember when I made that white Kinder Bueno sandwich, Charlie, on stream?
Yes. It's in my head still. It is rent free in my mind. I'm thinking about it day and night. You know,
I remember. I went to. Go on, Karen.
No, I do that. When it came to chocolate, I'm not a big chocolate lover, but when I worked in Belgium and Antwerp and Brussels for a while, and the Belgian chocolate is pretty good.
I do love a Toblerone as well. That's another thing.
Yeah, as a kid, that was one of mine. Yeah, Charlie, I didn't mind a Toblerone.
I do like a Toblerone.
I remember I went to a wedding like a couple of months ago. It was when we were in the Euros. I went to my mate's sister's wedding, and I ended up staying up there for a few days because, like, obviously we stayed there the night of the wedding because we all got drunk at the wedding and stuff. And then, like, the next night is when we played Ukraine. So, like, then they're like, "Oh, why don't you stay at ours and we'll watch the match and stuff?" And like, because we had quite a lot to drink the night before, we were like, "We're not drinking. We'll just get snacks." I bought probably. You know the 4 packs of white Kinder Buenos?
Mm-hmm.
I think I bought 5 of the 4 packs of white Kinder Buenos. And it lasted me about a week.
Love that. They are beautiful. They are honestly, they are unreal. What was the question? Compare West Ham's performance to a food you hate.
God, right. What food you hate?
This is a sophisticated question, Lucas. I really need to marinate on that one, you know?
I like it. Food reference, like it.
Thank you. I'll act like I meant it.
Well, zucchinis. We call them zucchini here. You call them courgettes, don't you?
Yeah. Trash.
Courgette.
Hate them. Utter trash.
Disgusting.
You're lobbing them in like a vegetable lasagna or a vegetable moussaka. I'm not having a good time. I hate them.
Yeah.
Don't like them.
Oh, I'm trying to think. What do I hate the most in food?
See, because I'm trying to think of a food that initially, bin yourself, mate. I'm trying to think of one, right, that initially I enjoy, but then very soon after I realize I hate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to
that
think.
was what today was. I enjoyed the beginning, and then all of a sudden I lost all faith in the.
Yes. Oh.
I don't know. I tend to just overindulge. If there's something I like, I tend to just keep eating it until I stop. There's none left. Thailand Paul's coming through with pancakes. I don't know how.
We need to talk about pancakes. It was pancake day, but I need to think of this.
We don't need to talk about pancakes. Charlie had a
I do love some of the food Paul eats. I do that because I am a big Thai lover. I like Thai food. So when he does his stream about food, mate, it gets me going on. Fuck.
Maybe like a hot curry, because I like the taste of curry, but I can't deal with heat very well. So the initial vibe I would get would be fun, but then it would very quickly disintegrate into sadness.
I get that.
Potentially.
I'm gonna have to go like all kind of vegetables. To be fair, I do not like vegetables.
Yeah, that's a bad upbringing. That is.
Depends on the veggie.
No, to be fair, my mum tried, but I just wouldn't eat them.
Depends on the veggie. I like. Oh shit, he's dead. It depends on the. And Humpty Dumpty couldn't get better again. It depends on the veggie.
I don't mind carrots. I don't mind carrots.
See, I actively like a carrot. You know, I like carrot. Sweet corn is excellent.
Oh, sweet corn is nice though.
Well, Kieran, not a lover of the S corn.
I don't like corn either, to be honest, mate. Nah.
See, popcorn. Popcorn.
Popcorn's fine. Don't mind a bit of popcorn, especially what's the Butterkiss one? Is it?
Popcorn.
Okay.
What happened yesterday then, Charlie?
Oh, what a bad time. Everything burned, bruv. Kept sticking to the pan. Yeah, mushy carrots. No, mushy carrots, I'll respect that. A hard carrot. I'll eat a carrot raw, bro. Listen. Just wash it, peel off the skin. Get in there like Bugs Bunny, man. I love it.
I didn't even make the pancakes yesterday.
I just had a fucking nightmare, bro.
My ex did them because I had my daughter yesterday.
I did develop a love for here in Australia, but I've never had in the UK, is pumpkin. And especially if you roast pumpkin, with a roast, it's gorgeous. I don't think it was ever a big thing in the UK, but it is here, pumpkin, and it is a nice veggie, mate. Especially if you roast it.
No, I've never had it.
I had bacon, pancake, and golden maple syrup on it. It was
very
big plays.
Very big.
Big plays.
Kieran, did you indulge in Shrove Tuesday?
No, didn't even recognise it, mate. Didn't even realise it was on until I saw people talking about pancakes. I'm like, oh yeah.
The Lord is angry with you, Kieran. The Lord is angry.
If I tried making them, I would have been worse.
Started raining again.
It would have been a mess. It would have been a mess everywhere. Like, oh no, fuck that. Even though when my mother, she used to do it every year as a kid, mate, I loved it. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to. Don't fuck about with the ice cream or anything else. Just sugar and lemon. That was it. You got squeeze
Sugar and lemon is big plays though.
Beautiful.
Big plays for sugar and lemon.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't listen to anything else.
yeah, that's the problem. Is like I love pancakes so much, like too much, and so like yesterday.
Give me 2 seconds, guys.
Yesterday, I managed to burn all of them, and I've had a bad time.
Yeah.
I just want pancake. I'm sad. I want them back. I feel like shit. Just want my pancakes back.
Yeah, I don't know. My mother done. There were 6 of us queuing up for them. And she'd be just pop, 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 pop. Not a problem. Everyone beautiful.
This is how you know it's a big deal when Charlie Walsh's Life and pancakes happen. My mum messaged me out of the blue yesterday morning in all caps, Pancake Day. I was like, yeah, man. It's important to me. It's an important day in my life. It's my second favorite holiday after Christmas. And even then, I'd probably prefer Pancake Day. But,
I know. It's amazing. It's a great thing, though, Charlie. It's not a big thing here in Australia, but how that tradition has kept going, ever since I was a child and probably long before. But it's a great tradition to have, I think.
Yeah.
For whatever, I can't even remember the reasons it was Pancake Day. It's Shrove Tuesday, isn't it? It was a religious,
it's to do with what's left after the like the food that's left. You put it in and you make pancakes, and that's why it's eggs and stuff like that. I don't remember exactly. I learned it in school. All I knew is that the outshot of it was I got pancakes, and I'm not complaining.
Don't care about the reason.
I'm not a religious guy, but if you're telling me the Lord wants me to have pancakes once a year, I'll tell you what, big him up. Shout out the big man upstairs because I can deal with that. I can deal with that bit, I can do that.
It was always regarded as a great treat as well, wasn't it? It was a great treat to have it. It really was. So yeah, fair play to you, mate. Keep them coming.
It's like Easter.
I'm not sure if they got a burger day.
No, but if they do have one, I'll find it. I'll tell you that much. It's like Easter, isn't it? It's like Easter. It's like, do I know much about Jesus coming back to life? No, but I tell you what, if he wants me to eat chocolate eggs, I can do that. I go up the shop, you get the cheap ones that are going on sale. Especially, I like to delay Easter. I go the days after when they're all like half price in Tesco or whatever, and then just go on a spree. I'll get like 8 of them, have a grand old time,
Do you know, I like that history of things, how things develop like that, Charlie. Like Santa. He was never in red, right? Until one certain company done an advertising campaign to make him red. And you know who it is, exactly. Isn't it amazing? Now it's red. Right? Even turkeys, right? It never used to be turkeys. Never used to be. It used to be chicken or goose or whatever, until I think it is the American advertising that wanted to promote turkeys, so they promoted turkeys, and now it's turkeys for Christmas. It's amazing how advertising can change.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no, I dipped off because I received a 7.5-minute voice message from Peach.
Oh, that sounds about right. Yeah.
So I just
7.5 minutes.
Oh yeah, he's done 10 minutes before. But yeah, I just replied with like, "Oh look, I'm live with you two. Come and hop on," pretty much. And then like it just crashed out when I was coming back in.
So what's he doing?
No, I didn't listen to it. I said I can't listen because I'm live.
No, that's true. Yeah. The message of the Lord is being lost. Oh, you're right, Appers. It is, mate.
The message of the Lord was refined. Okay, the Lord came in and he doth decree that we all get like dairy milk eggs. We're like Smarties
Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end.
Do you know what I mean? Listen, yeah. The Lord, and on this day, he said, "Let there be pancakes," and guess what?
Absolutely.
There was.
To be fair, I know one Bible passage. I actually know one Bible passage off by heart.
Craig Dawson, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
That's the one. Jordan Hugo will come.
Yeah. Big Craigie, who art in heaven, Dawson be thy name.
Yeah.
And thy goal will come from corners as they do in heaven.
This needs working on. This needs working on.
Give me 20 minutes. I'll have the whole thing.
But yeah, no. It's Revelations 21:6.
Okay.
And I only know it because it's the Bible passage that Fallout 3 is quite based around.
What war never changes.
No, not that one. It's the one that the dad goes on about in Fallout 3.
At the beginning, and it's on the picture, but I can't remember what it is. What is it?
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end.
That's
something,
it, yeah,
something. Yeah,
yeah, that's it.
that's the only reason I know it because I'm Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
The only one I remember is never shove your granny when she's shaving. Remember
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
makes
that
change
weren't
from
the
this-
Bible, was it? That weren't the Bible. It was something.
It was a parable.
Yeah, it's a parable. Yeah, it's a word of advice.
Yes, yeah.
It's nearly as bad as what you
strong
said about
ancient wisdom.
handbags. It's nearly as bad as what you said, don't shit in my handbag or something the other day. And I actually Googled it.
That's how it's worded. That's how it's worded. It's in Revelations. It's mad.
Book of Revelations.
Yeah, mate, I'm surprised I haven't got a message to build an ark, but he hasn't come through.
It's not been on the blower, has he? No.
No, nothing.
Oh,
So,
wow.
you know what I mean? I'm waiting. I'm a carpenter, but he hasn't fucking given me the nod.
He hasn't given you the nod yet. He's not giving you the sign. You know?
Fuck it, I'll drown. I'll drown. Bollocks to the animals.
Come back tomorrow's stream, just hammering away at a giant arc. Just
In the
building
background.
an arc, mate. Who's going on there?
Fucking
Me
hell,
and me
I'll
alone.
tell you what. The fucking amount of animals he got it must have been some fucking shit we had.
Oh, it's a big one, isn't it? Big
It
one.
must have been big. Hey,
Hefty
shit.
boy. Imagine the amount of wood he used.
I know.
It's a lot.
He must have cut down a Brazilian rainforest to make that fucking ark.
It's a lot of trees.
Where were the environmentalists then when he was doing that? That should have been
Exactly. A lot of trees, mate. None of it. None of it. Oh, Lucas is big. It's solid work. It's solid work. Hit him with a
Trying to find. I made a version of Mambo number 5 to do with West Ham. This is a couple of years ago. This is like 2016 season. I'm trying to find it.
Classic. The Bob the Builder classic.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone run this run. Can't remember the rest of it.
I posted old Diafra Sacco in Skegness. I don't know why I was in Skegness that day.
There's a house with a roof that leaks. It's a knock-up job, and it can take us weeks. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the Bob the Builder version of Mambo number 5 now. And Rolly 2 and tell you what to do. There's no job, no big or small. I'm just kidding. A little bit of timber and a saw, a little bit of mixing, that's for sure. Come on, we can all do it. Let's go.
I can't remember it. Oh, this is going to annoy me. I can't find it.
What song that was? What was I doing what was the song I was singing on the stream earlier? I can't remember. It was Atomic Kitten. That's what it was. It was Atomic Kitten.
Yes, it was.
I don't remember half the things I do ever.
No.
Right, I've got to dip off. I've got to dip off.
mate.
I've got a video to
Have
edit
you,
before
have
tomorrow
you got
morning.
to do the Liverpool game, Charlie, have you? That could be interesting. That could be a cricket score you've got to talk about.
It's going to be
Fuck.
sadness, isn't it? It's just going to be
Not looking good.
A
Not looking
rhinoceros.
good. Fucking hell.
That's a great question, Lucas.
A rhinoceros.
It's going to be a massacre, Kieran.
Or not.
What's a big boy?
An ox.
Giraffe.
A rhinoceros.
Nah, he's got more grace than a giraffe. You know, giraffes are graceless creatures.
They are.
You know.
I don't think he had any salmons on there, did he?
That's a good point. Where'd the fish go? Oh, in the ocean. It was fine. just rain, isn't it? So it's fine. I realised they live in the water. I think they survived. The fish were good. I forgot about that bit. Okay.
I was gonna say I would say salmon because he leaps like a salmon.
Compare him to a salmon because he rises like one, doesn't he? He leaps like a salmon.
What about a particularly? I don't know. I was going to say, what about a particularly powerful kangaroo? But I don't think that's accurate either.
Some of them aren't, believe me.
Yeah.
Do they actually box, Kieran?
Yeah, they do. They go in the mating season. They go to the rucking season, and they stand up against each other and just slap each other in the face, basically, to see who gets the females.
Ooh, so big plays. Now we're
Bit
talking.
Like, probably just like a Friday night in Peterborough, basically.
Yeah, sounds about right. I can't wait to move out of here. But Pokemon, this is big plays.
Pokemon.
Trying to think, what's the most powerful Pokemon I can think of that uses Headbutt? That's where my brain instantly went, and I can't see past a Rhydon for some reason. I don't know why it's in my head. It's just the only one I could. My brain just went Headbutt, Rhydon, but I can't. What does Rhydon evolve into? I can't even remember what it's called.
Neither do I. I'm mainly clued up on Gen 1.
Yeah, it's in Gen 1. It's Gen 1, isn't it? Isn't Rhydon Gen 1?
Yeah. Is it Rhyhorn?
Rhyhorn. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was the other way around. Rhyhorn into Rhydon or whatever.
It might be the other way around, to be fair. Oh, Big Bear Boy. Yeah. I respect it. Tom, you're probably hyped. They got Pokemon Go update coming out. What about...
I've not played Pokemon Go in ages.
I got... Tom dragged me around the Olympic Park many times looking for... It is Rhydon. What's Rhypheria? Bro, I have not played Pokemon in a while, apparently.
Is that half a rhinoceros, is it?
It's a big lad. Big horny boy. Big horny lad, Kieran. Coming up. I'm trying to think. What about... I don't know. I'm trying to think. No, I can't think of one. That's all I've got. Yeah. Rhyhorn or Rhydon.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you one. Never mind think of one.
Well, what's your favourite Pokemon, Kieran? Go on.
I fucking wouldn't know one.
Oh, you can name it. You must be able to name at least.
You must be able to name one.
No, Bill.
Yeah. Bill and Ben, the flower pot men. Banger.
That is a banger. Oh, Charlie though. Gen 1 starter.
Okay. I'm gonna get flack for this. Okay. The people are not gonna enjoy this, but I feel like it's the definitive rating. In third place, Charmander. Second place, Bulbasaur. First place, Squirtle.
Oh no, Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's the top.
I feel like you can back a Bulbasaur as first, but I'm gonna say it. Anyone who picks Charmander as a basic bitch, say something. Listen, I get it. It's a dragon. It's on fire. It's very exciting for us all. I understand that, right? But you need
it's just basic.
But we're not 5 anymore, bro. Yeah, get involved. All right, get involved. Crazy. Get involved, okay? None of this bait. I'm just saying.
I accidentally picked Charmander as my first one on Pokemon Go. Accidentally.
Listen, when I first played Pokemon Red back in the day, yeah, I picked Charmander. I was also like 6.
Also, what team? What team?
I see. I've never played Pokemon Go, so we spoke about this, but I know Team Rocket and Aqua and all that, but I don't know Magma. But I don't know what ones are in Pokemon Go. Tom will be able to answer this question again. Tom is a Pokemon Go aficionado. I vividly remember we going to do filming once for Hammer's Chat, and there was like
all them wasted years at uni, right? All them wasted at uni, fucking doing Pokemon.
No, guys. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing on that one, guys. Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff.
Well, give me 1 second. I need to reset.
I'll say hello to Peach, then I'll run away.
Yeah,
now he's here. I don't want to just leave. You know what I mean?
What's he doing?
You're telling me you couldn't name a single Pokemon, Kieran? None of them.
Not one, mate. I wouldn't have a clue. I've seen them, and I remember my boy had cards when he was young of them. I wouldn't know who's what. He got
Pikachu?
the cards for them and all that.
Pikachu? You'd recognize a Pikachu. Come on, Kieran.
Hold up.
Kieran, you strike me, Kieran, as an Ekans man.
Here comes the sun.
Da 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 da.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Yo,
there we go. Peaches in the building. Peaches in the building.
Thomas in the building. Karen, how are you doing over in stupid watery?
Peaches in the building.
Hey! How are you doing, mate?
Good.
How are you doing? Is the water behaving itself?
Yeah, more or less. For me, it is. For others, not. But
yeah. What about Kieran Jr.? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's back home. He's fine.
Magic. Charlito, how are you doing? Another stellar performance today on the watch along. Hands up.
Thank you,
Pick
bro.
yourself
Thank
up.
you. Very tired.
Your energy went like tsunami. It was so dope. And then once we could see like the cracks in the cabin, it just started like and I felt for you, man. I felt for you, man.
Yeah, I came in hot today, and then
you did. You came in mad hot.
I ain't getting better against Liverpool, I'll tell you that.
Oh, we got that wrapped in the bag. That's 3 points side. We don't even have to play. That's 3 points. Done.
Listen, Peach. I've got to run to edit a video, but before I go, What's your favorite Pokemon?
I used to have it. Pikachu, of course.
Classic.
Me
Classic,
too.
but basic.
That's mine,
Still basic.
I'll agree that it's a basic, but sometimes the classics are classics.
It's a classic.
For a reason.
It's a classic, yeah.
You know, it's the face of the company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the,
I used to have like a little figurine of a Pikachu, and that's because it kind of sounded like Peach. So I was like, and it was like yellowy, kind of peachy. So I was like, Pikachu. Done.
It is basic, but I remember I lost my shit when I got my first Pikachu on Pokemon Go.
I'm basic, dog. That's why I like Pikachu. Me and Pikachu.
It is basic, but Pikachu is the brand, like main brand, big thing. So
I might
listen.
Go on.
Listen, my mum can name 2 Pokemon, and one of them is Pikachu. The other one, her favorite Pokemon for some reason, Geodude. She loves Geodude.
Yeah,
big into Geodude.
That's got to be Geo's. That's got to be Geo's.
Oh, 100%.
I've never asked, but I've considered trying to ask him. But I feel like I'm just gonna get I'm not a baby, and then you ask him 5 more times.
No, you'll definitely get that. But if you phrase
you have to do it.
You'll definitely get that. But if you phrase it like there's a Pokemon named Geodude, like what do you think the comparisons are? Then you'll probably get like that's me.
Potentially. Right, I'm gonna dash. Love you, everyone.
Love you. See you later.
Before you go, Mark Henry did it again. I just caught that last night, dog. You're in trouble. Dog. I just caught that last night when he arm wrestled Cena. And I was like, who is this guy? And they're like, that's Mark Henry, the strongest man in the world. And I was like, he looks a bit like Antonio. You're in trouble, dog. I got you, dog. I got you.
I've got what you're on about.
Peach, hear me out.
Mm-hmm. What's he doing? He just left. Hear me out. I love it.
Confirms Charlie is West Ham clips.
Basically, right? Basically. Oh, so Kieran, where did it all go wrong today, my man?
Well, I can't say too much, Pete, because I never got to watch it because I didn't have the stream, mate. So
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, I was watching Charlie, and at the end there, I woke up late and then watched the last half hour or so with Charlie.
Yep.
So yeah, I can't really say too much, but I'm going by everyone else's opinions. What my opinion is.
Yeah.
And it seems like I can't say too much.
No, I hear you.
But everyone's disappointed. I know that much, and the performance weren't good enough. As simple as that.
Yeah. I think what that's in a nutshell, isn't it? Like you like, yeah, you got the game in whole right there. Everybody's disappointed it wasn't good enough.
No.
Basically, I think if certain decisions were made and like it was great when I saw the lineup, I was like, yeah, we're going for it. But
yeah.
Are we going for it, or are we kind of half-ass going for it? And what I mean by that is he named almost a full like first team, but there was two. Yeah, but there was two very, 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 very important players missing. One in player definitely important missing. And I'm like, how are you going to almost put out a starting first team? Because that almost gray cloud that you're dealing with might cost us the game. And that almost gray cloud is Aaron Cresswell. Because I know...
Yeah, but with Cresswell,
yeah,
Charlie said he thinks he's picked up a knock. That's why he won't even on the bench.
No, I think that's bullshit. Like, big up Charlie, I think that's bullshit. Because he came off in the ground running when we played Wolves. No, I don't buy that. I'd say that Moyes wanted to rest him for Liverpool. I would have rather seen Diop play against Liverpool than Cresswell play for Liverpool. I would have rather have Diop playing for in the match we played today against Southampton. I would have rather played Fabianski in goal and put Areola in the Liverpool match, because he would have been so excited to play in a match of that endeavor. And I think Moyes got it wrong with like he came close to it, but I think he was kind of trying to balance the league and the cup at the same time. And if you're kind of going to put the cup over the league, go all out. And he almost did. But he missed the most influential free kicker, corner taker, just a man that's causing havoc down the left. Diop doesn't have that. And against somebody like Liverpool, he might have got lucky here and there. He might have got lucky here and there.
We can only presume he's rested him and he hasn't got an injury. We don't know.
Hindsight's a beautiful thing, isn't it? I know.
We don't know for sure whether he's injured or not. We don't.
I know, but come on. If he plays Liverpool, he did not have a knock, because that's only 3 days away. And if you had a knock, he would be out for the Liverpool match as well as. So the only really one I can think of is
it might be an injury.
And Areola. What's that?
Moyes plays games. He could be injured. He might be out for Liverpool. We don't know.
I doubt it.
He tells you nothing, does he?
He keeps it close to his heart, doesn't he?
No, he does, and I appreciate that. And then honestly, Kieran, Rise, as well as Budgie, he's Ernie, right? Who's Ernie? He's Ernie. No, or you're Bert, he's Ernie, yeah?
No, I'm meant to be Ernie.
Okay. So Bert, what he said on the whatchamacallit, the Fortune Iron, was that the youngsters, the Moyes has no confidence in them, and they're sitting on the bench getting cold. Rise was saying the exact same thing whilst the game was going on. So it's like, I think he has to have a lot more trust in the youngsters.
He doesn't have trust and confidence in the young players, but how's he going to get that trust and confidence in the young players if he doesn't fucking play them?
Kieran, what does he do? What does he do, Kieran?
He doesn't play them, so there's no. To me, them sitting on that bench is pointless. You might as well have 3 players on the bench only, because he's not going to play. And if ever you wanted a case to play them, it was in that last 10 minutes of that game today. Throw them on, fuck it.
Yeah,
what we got to lose?
Exactly.
Throw them on.
Yeah, and you saw that too, because you said you were watching the last of like Charlie Walsh's thing, and how many people were saying like, just throw Aquaflex on now, throw them on, throw them on.
What you got to lose?
Exactly.
You're going to lose anyway. go have a punt, but no, he didn't. So
it would have been better. It'd have been better to go. It would have been better to lose if we went out to attack and try and win, or try and bring it back so we can go to extra time.
Yeah,
it would have been better. It would have been better to lose trying to do that than just give up another goal like the way we did.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. It was.
That's moist for you.
Yeah, it just bothers me because like it was almost a full first starting 11, and I was impressed, but I was like, you're missing one man. Well, you're really missing two, because if you're gonna go first, like include Cresswell, Fabianski, let Diop and Areola play against Liverpool, because they would have been up for it, I think. But I'm not a manager, and that's probably why not. We could have got battered like 5-6-7-0 if we did that. I don't know, but yeah, it's just. It's like 6. What is it, Rise? And Kieran will know this as well. It's like 6 games in 19 days or something.
Something stupid like that.
Right?
Yeah, something stupid.
Right? So it's like, put your battling gear on, because shit's about to go down. This is when we can drop from like 4th to like 11th in 19 days, or total opposite.
I don't think it'd be that bad.
Okay, good.
I think our worst scenario is 8th. I really do. I think we'll do enough to finish 8th. But it could easily be 8th. Yeah. It could easily be 8th, you know. We have to turn something around. And we did have a good performance against Wolves. It was a lot better. It wasn't perfect, but it was a lot better. And so we expected the same tonight, I think. And obviously it didn't happen.
Well, for the first half hour or so it did. But after that, it was just fell to the wayside, didn't it? Like,
I thought we played like Kieran. You watched the match back, but like I know the result kind of steered people into the way they think about the match. But I actually thought we played well from beginning to end. It just the final shots and maybe your final passes and all them, they weren't coming off. But and Benrahma, I said this on our little WhatsApp group and thing. Everybody's calling him scapegoat. It's gone beyond that. He's playing like shit. This is when I would have liked to have seen somebody else come on in his place. Hence, somebody like Arco Flex, or if Chesters was on the bench, yes, please.
But the thing is, the way that when Souček went off injured, like he dropped Lanzini back and put Benrahma on. You could see that Ekwa Elimbe was looking pleased, like he might be getting on the pitch, like from the bench.
And he's a good player.
He brings on Benrahma, and drops Lanzini back. Like, a stupid move to bring on Benrahma. And then when he brings, then he brings on Vlasic at left wing back. Fornals wasn't having a bad game, so I would have left Fornals in left wing back and took Bowen off. Yeah, because Bowen's not as effective in that centre forward striker role, and I would have Vlasic is a central player, and I would have stuck Vlasic there.
No, that's honestly, Reese, that makes my mouth water. That's honestly what should have happened. Honestly, that's honestly what should have happened.
I'm a football genius. You know I'm a football genius.
Yeah, you got to big it up to Reese, man. Like, I don't give a shit if he's 12 years old. Homeboy can put it down, dog. Like, straight up, dog. Like, yo. No, but honestly, joking aside, like, no, but you know your shit. And what you just said there Kieran, didn't that make the most sense in the world? Because it's like, that's where Fornals was playing last match. And pretty much like that today. So why not keep him there? Take off Bowen, bring in your boy there, the boy we got from Chelsea. That would have been mad. And he's a good player too, dog. Not Benrahma.
No, I was saying, keep Lanzini where he was, bring Ekwa on for him, and sub Bowen for Vlasic. That's what I was saying.
Yes. And did you hear? We might be getting Vlasic for 3 million quid, dog. How messed up is that? Because of like this whole Russian thing and everything. It's like we made one installment, and apparently it came out today saying it's like 25.7 million or whatever, and we've made one installment of like 3 odd million quid, and they're saying because they've seized up like NATO and that they've seized up the Russian like bank accounts. we're not expected to pay him for the next installment, but they're saying that might be for like the whole lot. If that is shitty circumstances,
bargain.
Shitty situations, but what a bargain. And everybody who's been saying he's not worth this much, he's not worth that much, well, we got him for $3 million, so y'all can't say nothing now. Like, oh, I love that.
Don't know.
The worst thing that I heard, dog, because all their like bank accounts and everything, Kieran, they were seized up. You got Russians like whatchamacallit, when hoarding. You got Russians like hoarding the not hoarding, when you go in and you just rob shit and it's not yours. You got them doing that to like Ukrainian banks because they're not getting any money in their country. I think that is disgusting. I've seen like they're using bombs they shouldn't even be legally allowed to use. Disgusting. It's just, it's a mess, dog. It is a hot mess.
It's fucked.
It is. But out of all of that, I'll take Lassiter for $3 million all day long, dog. And Crawl, but Crawl could like, I don't know. I'd sell him on the fact that like team that's buying him would pay us even if we still owed him money, dog, because he don't do it for me, man. No way. But yeah, that's Peach's thoughts for like 2 seconds.
Don't know.
Yeah, so it's a mad situation. But I don't know. Kieran, I know you're a man who is like, I'm not listening to nothing, knowing nothing, hearing nothing until they like pull the shirt up, but I'm bringing it out right now. What do you think our summer's going to look like? Just like what do you think our summer's going to look like that you'd like to see?
Well, I'd like to see.
Yes.
More than what I think will happen.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I suppose we have to start the summer with unloading players that we don't want.
Yep.
That he doesn't want or not up to it anymore. And that could be Masuaku, Fredericks.
Yep.
Yarmolenko.
Yep.
But Yarmolenko will be going anyway because he's at the end of his contract.
You're right.
Noble's finished, eh?
Yeah.
We hope to keep Rice, don't we? That's unlikely. But so with the limited squad we've got, we're probably going to be. We need to probably cut it down by about 6.
Yeah.
So to stand still, we'd need to bring 6 players in, say.
Yep.
And that's a tough ask.
Not many. Yep. I agree with that.
That's just to stand still, isn't it? In squad numbers. Now we'd like to think we could have 3 or 4 youngsters come through, but how do you bring him through if he's not playing them? So, what I'd like to see as Ben, but my God, he can't bring in 1 player in a January window. I don't know how he's going to bring in 6 or 8 players in the summer.
Yeah,
my God.
No, I hear that.
It's going to be a hell of an effort. We're almost at rebuilding stage. We're very close to it.
Yeah.
With the age of our players, it's like Ogbonna may come back, he may not. That's another one.
Yeah.
Wow. We're almost at a rebuilding stage.
Yeah.
For me, I'd get rid of. I would sell Benrahma because I don't think he's ever going to work at West Ham.
I hear that.
Honestly, we're looking at 6 or 7 players to replace.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they're going to find all these players and find the money. I just don't know what's going to happen.
And then plus on top of that, we're going to need to strengthen anyway because we've got a small squad anyway. And it'll just be the same problem next season.
But nobody brings in 10 players, in the summer. No one. So what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Do we stick with Masuaku? We stick with Fredericks?
No.
Stick with Yarmolenko?
No.
What do we do? We have to replace. So where that money's
the only
coming
teams
from,
that bring in 10 players, the only teams that bring in 10 players are the ones that are completely rebuilding.
Yeah.
The ones that are completely rebuilding. If they get rid of 5, they bring in 5.
Like Newcastle will probably bring in something like 10 this season, won't they, Rice?
Well, Newcastle probably will.
Yeah.
But then again, they've got all the money in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it'll be a tough summer.
Yeah, no, it will. But if we get it right, I think it could be a dynamically beautiful summer.
It could be fantastic if he gets it right. If we bring in the right players, we might only need to bring in 5. If we bring in the right players.
And he's never really got it wrong with the players. He's never really Moyes has never really got it wrong with the players. Like Honestly, he's
Well,
done
you
a
say
good
he's never
job.
really got wrong. He's got some right, but at the moment, Benrahma, Vlasic, and say Crow are not right.
I know, but
Yeah.
I know,
At the moment. At the moment.
I know, but is that Moyes or is that Sullivan? That's what makes me think that.
No, I don't care. Moyes is the manager.
No, I know, and I think now he's
Good luck
given
to
full. I think he's given full reins of getting in like the players he wants with like Souček and Kufau. I think that, but like
Yeah.
I think I think the whatchamacallit crowd, I think that was you know, maybe at a night out for West Ham or whatever, and Sullivan starts talking to Souček and Kufau. Oh, we know this boy and he might be good and this and that. I think I'll splash out the money for him, and I think it's gone to bite him in the ass.
But the thing is, Crow's only on loan.
I know. But Benrahma, I see that as like a Jack Sullivan signing, to tell you the truth. Oh, daddy, look at this guy. He's brilliant.
It's possible. Of course it's possible, mate.
Yeah, right?
He doesn't look like a Moyes signing to me.
No,
and he doesn't look like he fits. So while he, you know, if you still get the money back on him, I would unload him because I think he could. I think for his own sake, Benrahma, he could do better elsewhere. He might try in another team.
I think if you went back to Brentford, or they look like they're free falling right now. But if you went back to Brentford or somewhere like Leeds or somewhere like Newcastle, even, I think he'd strive. I think he would thrive. I really do. What do you think, Reese? Rise on that.
What about Benrahma?
Going to a club like Magpies, or going to a club like Leeds, or going to a club like Southampton, even. Like, do you think they'd get the best out of him?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way he's going to be as big as. He's going to play better than he's playing now.
Yeah, agreed.
Let's say.
Agreed,
so I'm just trying to pop something up on the screen. It's not letting
Yo,
me.
what were you saying about Sesame Street, dog?
Oh, you got a Sesame Street T-shirt on?
You know where I got this?
Where?
Primarky, dog. How do you mean? The only
Primarky.
Primarky. No, see, I call it Primarky, right? I know Primarny or whatever. I call it Primarky, dog, straight up. But like Primark, I got this at Primark, dog. I just seen Elmo and I was like, I gotta get you upon Peach, dog, because like Elmo is dope. So yeah, it's like it's like Elmo's on tour in Japan or some shit. There's all like Japanese words on it, and if they're Chinese, my brethren Black Lion will like crap my head off for like saying that those ain't Japanese words, they're Mandarin. I was like, okay.
The thing is with Benrahma though.
Yeah, go on.
That's the stats of him again, like with Felipe Anderson. Like he's played 10 less games and he's got 4 less goals.
Yeah.
But is he going to score 4 goals in the next 10 games, Benrahma, realistically?
Possible.
Yeah. It's possible. It's very possible, and I'd love to see it. But yeah, he's got 2 more assists though. But it's just the same. It's just it feels like
it is, isn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, we fall into the trap of this, stats for players.
Yeah, go on, Kieran.
I prefer to use my own eyes to judge a player.
Oh, 100%.
Even if he's got bad stats, you can still see the player that can be and that fits and will do a job, right?
Yeah.
And like there's so misleading stats, right? Even if they've got good stats, doesn't mean he's a great player and doing really well. He might have some good stats. So what?
Yeah.
It don't mean fuck all. Let's put it this way: if you've got the best back 4 in front of you as a goalkeeper, right?
Yeah.
And you've got more clean sheets than anyone else. Is it you or is it the back 4?
It's the back 4.
You know? It's misleading. It's misleading. So I'm just looking at Benrahma, and I think myself, he's not good enough for West Ham. He's not good enough for the Premier League. Maybe in another team he will thrive. Maybe he will. Maybe a Leeds. Maybe a Newcastle. He might thrive better. He doesn't fit West Ham. He's not playing well enough. I'm sick of doing him one good game every month. That's no good. It's not good enough.
Exactly.
We might have kept Felipe Anderson, right? Because there's no fucking difference. So
that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I was trying to say with it.
Yeah, I know you were, Reece. I was just trying to go. That's the most leading. There are people saying how good his stats are, but they're not.
Yeah,
they're not, because I use my eyes when I watch him. I say, well, I don't give a fuck what he's done, what he scored. or his assists were. Some of them assists were tapped, a little past 3 yards away.
No, you're right.
Exactly. Like Diop got an assist today. He tapped it 2 yards to Antonio.
You're right.
Was it a great assist? Was it a ball over the top and then you bang it in?
Yeah. Well, Kimmy's in the building.
Hey, Kimmy. That's what
you're right.
You're right. I use my eyes with Ben Rama, and he doesn't impress me at all, especially lately.
No, you're right, man. You're right.
No, I want him to succeed. I want him to succeed. I want him to succeed. I want him
to. Even today, Reese, if you'd had a player, that was on form and he could have came on and changed that game, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Definitely. 100%.
From what I'm hearing from everyone, he was woeful.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
That's all I'm hearing.
Seem,
and you
do you want to know my honest opinion on Ben Rama's performance from today?
Yeah.
I didn't see him on that ball or on that pitch once. I didn't see him. I didn't even notice him.
You know what I said in our WhatsApp thing? I said, Ben Rama was doing more defensive work than offensive work. And the defensive work he was doing was brilliant. But that's all I seen him do. It was no linking up play in their final third. It was more linking up play in our final third. And that is not why we brought him. We didn't bring him in for that. We brought him to be the trickster, kind of, you know what I mean? The Maverick. And I didn't see that today, dog.
Exactly. He's not a game changer. He's not.
Yes, absolutely. He's no Payet. And you know what? I agree with Rise so much. If Aquaflex came on, he would have had something to prove. You would have seen a better 100%. Version of himself than Ben Rama any day of the week.
Me and Charlie were saying earlier, we haven't got a natural left winger player.
We doing him.
That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. We've got Aquaflex in the under-23s, and he looks to be cracking. Why won't Moyes play him? Because who we got that plays on the left? Who plays on the left?
Nobody, really.
Ben Rama, Vlasic. No, I'm on about left wing. Ben Rama, Vlasic, Fornals, Lanzini are the ones that have been playing out on that left wing. None of them are natural wingers.
Better in the middle. Vlasic's better in the middle. You know what I mean? It's only down to
that's what I mean.
Ben Rama and Aquaflex.
But we don't have a natural left winger.
That's what I mean. Because
Aquaflex is a natural left winger, and he won't even give him the time of day.
No, but Moyes might not think he's good enough.
Trying to say.
We don't know.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I fully hear you.
This is what I'm trying to say, because Ben Rama's a more inverted winger, inside forward sort of player, cutting in the left.
Yep. 100%, I agree with you. 100%. We don't have a Matty Edrington, do we? We don't. We just don't. We don't have a Julian Dix. We don't.
We need a left-sided Bowen.
Yes, and who is that? Who is a left-sided Bowen that we could get? Because there is one out there now.
No idea at the moment.
There is one out there. I heard we're getting linked back up with Milinkovic for defensive wise, but we need somebody on the guy that impressed me. I forget his name for the life of me. He was either Polish or something or other, but He and I can't pronounce his name. His name is really hard to pronounce, but he was a left-sided player, more defensive, but he went up too. We need that.
By the way, Justin, I don't think I've seen the
big up, Justin.
I don't think I've seen the Watford Man United game, so I can't really comment on that.
You know what I saw? I saw Middlesbrough against Tottenham because they get battered everywhere they go. I saw that.
I was going to say Keane Lewis Potter, but I weren't sure if he was right-sided or left-sided. That's why I didn't bring him up.
Who's that, my man?
Keane Lewis Potter.
I think he is left-sided, and we've been
That's who I would want to bring in. That's who I would want to bring in because where does he play? Who does he play for?
No. Breeze, we've had this discussion, right? Anyone with a double-barreled name is not allowed.
No, you gotta stop the prejudice.
Aqualimbe. That's why you didn't bring Aqualimbe on.
See, double-barreled name, dog. Double-barreled.
I can't have it, mate.
But who does Keane Lewis Potter play for?
Huddersfield.
Who does he play for? Nope.
Somebody like Huddersfield. Oh shit! Middlesbrough, Huddersfield.
Nope.
It's a championship team.
Championship team, yep.
Yeah, I got that right. Swansea.
Nope. Hull.
And who did we get from Hull?
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I would have loved to bring in Jay Lings back.
Yeah.
He plays on the left. And
he plays on the left.
Bowen.
He does.
We want
left-sided Bowen.
It's
literally like Bowen versus 2 on the other wing. Why didn't we go in for him? Because we could have picked him up for, I think it was 12 to 15 million or something, or 12 to 18 million or something. Yeah. We had the money to do it. Why didn't we do it?
There you go. What, can we just swap Benrahma for him then?
Yeah. Let's just have like a in, out, done, simple business.
Shake it all about.
Yeah, so you guys have him. We'll take him. Done deal. Bye-bye. Honestly, man. Honestly. Like, who in the Premier League is doing it on the left-hand side? Like, consistently. Like, wing-wise.
Son.
Yeah. Have to give it up for that. 100%.
Rashford, but he's sort of plays up front as well, doesn't
he? Yeah, but if he was utilized properly, I think Moyes would get the best out of him. I really do. I don't really rate him that much because he's off and on like a hot faucet, like hot and cold faucet. I don't know. But on the left-hand side, we need somebody. Like if you could make Robertson a winger rather than a defender, like, oh my days, like if he had that ability to like, take more players on in the final third. But
because the way football's coming around these days, it's, you don't really have many out and out wingers anymore. It's more inside forwards, inverted wingers. They like to cut in, they don't cross, they cut in and shoot more.
But we have it in Uncle Flex.
Exactly. The way we're playing, the way Moyes is, the way to utilise Antonio best would be crossing the ball in and stuff, because we've got big lads like Souček and my man Dawson and stuff. So we need to bring in a proper winger that can cross the ball.
And Antonio did put a nice cross in today in the second half, though, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about too, don't you?
Yeah. I'd play. Do you want to see what my lineup for Liverpool would be?
Yes, please.
I've popped it up on screen now. This is what my lineup will be for Liverpool. Fabianski in goal.
Yep.
Cresswell, Diop, Dawson, Azuma.
Yeah.
And Johnson at the back 3-5. Rice and Souček. Antonio on the left wing, Vlasic up front, and Bowen on the right wing. Because not being funny, Bowen has not been playing great centrally. He is an amazing right winger.
So who would you have behind Vlasic, your striker? Who would you have? Like you'd have Bowen, and then in the middle, who would you have?
I wouldn't have anyone in the middle because if we're going back 5,
yeah, okay,
sacrifice the middle player.
So 5-3-2. Would it be 5-3-2 or 5-2-3?
Would it be 5-2-2-1? Sort of like 5 at the back, 2 centre mids, 2 wingers, and a striker.
Okay, so who would the wingers be? Bowen and
Antonio.
Ooh, that's what it was.
And have Vlasic up top.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Their lives might be the problem with that. I don't mind that team, to be honest, Reece. But Vlasic is unproven as a striker. We don't know. It could be a better position for him, and he might do well. And that's what we don't know. It's an unknown quantity, if you like. It could thrive there. It could thrive if you have got 2 good wingers getting balls in.
It might be a different,
Maybe it will, but it would. I'm not sure that Moyes likes to take risks like that. And you say whoever as a left winger from the under-23s, they might realise they're not quick enough to be it. Maybe they are.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not.
Or the other format.
They do the under-23s. They might not be quick enough for the Premier League. I don't know.
Whatever it is, team/formation.
He's very reluctant to try them, isn't he?
Okay, so my formation and my thing against Liverpool would be Fabianski in goal. I'd have sounds like planes are landing, dog. I'd have Fabianski in goal. I'd have Cresswell on the left, Dawson, Zuma, Dawson, Johnson, back 4. The 2 of I I honestly thought Noble should have got a shout in today, but that's
definitely.
Thank you. Just to like kind of because he's good playing against Newcastle and he holds it down. But anyways, you got the goalkeeper, you got the back four, same as. I wouldn't throw Areola right back into the Lions den. I'd bring Fabianski back in, have your back four. Your normal two, potato salad and basmati rice. And then, what's that, 5-2. And then 3 would be Bowen on the right, as well as you said. Lanzini in the middle, because he doesn't seem to be doing anything wrong right now. And then left would be Akko Flex, and up front would be Mark Henry. Mr. Antonio.
Yeah.
But I thought you could shout for what you were saying, Reese, because it makes a lot of sense. You could have Vlasic start up front and then bring in Antonio when everybody's legs are 60 and his legs are 100. Bring him on. He might have more of an impact on the match against Liverpool. And especially
I was saying
somebody like Liverpool. Go on, man.
I was saying put Antonio on the left wing because he seems to be drifting out left. Or the other thing, I've not got a graphic for it, so I didn't make it up. I'll do the same back five, like Fabianski, Cresswell, Dawson, Zuma, and Ben Johnson, Rice and Souček in midfield. Marco Flex on. Wait, no. Lanzini behind Vlasic and Antonio, because I reckon Vlasic could play well with Antonio up top.
Yeah, like I like what I've been seeing with like Bowen and Antonio kind of like doing their thing up top together, but I don't think Bowen's the man for that because he does such a
that's why I said Vlasic. That's why I said Vlasic.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I went with the wingers on the 5 at the back formation.
You know what?
Or even.
I take your lineup, Doug. I duplicate your lineup because I like that. I really do like that.
You could even go with a 4-2-4.
Yeah,
with the same back 5, like Fabianski, then the back 4, and then Rice and Souček, and then have Akko Flex on one wing.
Yep.
Bowen on the other.
Yep.
Vlasic and Antonio up top.
See, that would be something, and
there's so many things he could do with it.
Yes,
there's so many things.
We're not taking those risks or chances to like do anything.
Exactly, and this is why it's not going the right way.
You're right. Right.
Yeah. You know, when I play Football Manager, I'm always changing things.
What's up, Karen?
I already know the formation he's going to play against Liverpool. I already know. 9-1.
Yeah. At the end of the day, that's it, isn't it? Really?
That's what we're going to be camped in our own half going, Jesus Christ. Don't let them score 6.
Right, give me 1 minute. I need to wait.
Yeah, but it'll be 9-1 when they have the ball. But then when they don't have the ball and we try to go on the counter, it'll be like a 4-2-3-1. Or like a 5-6. It would be like a 6-1-2 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it would change up when we go to counter. But
we're going to be spending 70% of that game fucking counting at the back. So
he loves that though. He loves that. Doesn't he?
Be honest, like we are so poor lately at possession and keeping the ball and passing. It might suit us better because we're not good with it. We're not good at passing and keeping the ball and putting 6, 7, 8, 9 passes together. We lose it.
Yeah.
And passing ability lately from certain players, especially Souček.
Yeah,
absolutely woeful. He's been terrible. So anyway, Liverpool, like I said, it's going to be. We just go down. We just got to battle it out, haven't we?
Yeah.
I feel a ton lighter.
What's that, mate?
I said I feel a ton lighter.
There you go. It's like you just lost 5 pounds.
No, definitely.
But like, no, I hear that. So it's Liverpool away. It's in Anfield, yeah?
Yeah, it's away.
I don't mind that because they have a good atmosphere there, so I don't mind that. Like, our atmosphere today was brilliant. Like, the away supporters sounded louder than home supporters. It was brilliant, but...
Well, at times it did. At times
At
times you could hear You could hear Unforever blowing
Oh,
bubbles. Mikel
yeah.
Antonio.
Yeah.
West Ham are massive everywhere they go. Blah blah blah. And then the next thing you hear when the Saints go
Oh,
marching in. And it was just like it's like
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
It's like playing chess without a queen.
That's it. No, 100, man. There's no winner. Like that's it. That's it. There's no like and the queen is like that's like the strongest. Well, the king's the strongest, but it's like the queen, she has movement. You know what I mean? It's like that's like we're looking at Ben Rama or somebody like that to be our queen and like, you know, be able to move diagonal straight, this, that, and the third, but he ain't running it. Like like who was Chester's on the bench today? With like Perkins, Chester's, and Aquaflex, were they all on the bench today?
Let me load up the.
If you don't mind, because if they were, I think all of them should have got match time today.
Yeah.
All right, let me have a look. Let me bring it up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What was the bench?
That's it, basically.
We only use the same two.
Yeah. Yeah. Too true.
Let's say Chester's, Aquaflex, Equa, and Perkins are all on the bench.
Wow.
And how many of them got to look in?
Wow.
How many of them got to look in?
Why are you putting them on the bench then? Because of Weke, dope. Chester's, dope. Perkins, dope. Aquaflex, yes, please. Unless he's like, he's good, but we didn't need him. But I don't know. Who would you rather pick, Diop or Alese? Like with the confidence that Elise has right now. Like the under 23s are cutting it up in that league.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, to be fair to Diop, he's been having a good couple of games. The last couple of games, Diop has been having a good couple of games. Like he came on against Wolves for like 3 minutes or something.
Yeah,
and
he made a
got 100%.
tackle.
Yeah, got 100% tackle ratio and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he assisted Bowen against, was it Newcastle?
Yeah. And then he assisted the one today, didn't he? Like just being in the mix.
Exactly. It's just I don't know what to make of it.
Go on, Kieran.
Onward and upwards, boys. It's done now. No Wembley this year. Simple as that. That's all gone. And don't matter what we do now, is it? It's all about trying to stay in the top six and maybe push on in Europe. But we do have a particularly hard draw in Europe.
Tough.
So
now it's all Europe.
Performance levels from players that come up. They're not good enough. Similar, and that's not just Ben Rama's definitely not good enough. Vlasic needs to step up more. Souček needs to step up more. You know, Bowen has to get back on fire. We need it across the board.
Danny Dyer needs to start putting out again.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Start pussy popping because like you need to get your man to play straight up, man. Like I haven't been too upset at Souček, to tell you the truth. I ain't been too upset.
I'm not upset with him. He just looks.
There's more in the tank that he's not showing. I 100%
He looks pretty poor lately. He looks like he's burnt out and
But no, I hear that. I do hear that.
You can only judge him by what he plays, you know?
Yeah.
We gave him plenty of praise when he was doing brilliantly, and now he's not. So.
And one thing, Kieran, like you used to play this beautiful game, so like you know what he's going through and how many matches he has played, and you can make a claim and a real claim at that is why he is burnt out, and
that is part of it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm not sure if it excuses all of his passing that goes wild. I'm not sure if it excuses that. But he does. It just looks a bit burnt out to me, and needs a reboot.
I'm gonna say something that might be a bit controversial.
Please do.
I'm quite glad he went off injured. To be fair, I know it's not serious because he's not seriously injured, is he?
No, he was still smiling, wasn't he? Like,
he was just smiling and he just needed stitches and stuff.
Still laughing,
but he got what?
Was he that bad?
Well, no, he just got cut up, needed stitches, and headband or something. It weren't an awful injury. If he's, he'll more than likely be starting against Liverpool.
Oh yeah.
So like, he won't miss a game for it. But I'm quite glad he went off because it still gave him that extra half hour, 40 minutes or whatever.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's why I was like, okay, fair enough. Souček's gone off. It's giving him that little bit of extra rest.
That's a
good
good
playing
point.
as many minutes as other people.
And you know what else? Guys? I'd like to see Vlasic start, like how you said. I'd like to see him start because I think we'll see. Because you see different attributes in players when they start and when they come on off the bench. And I think he's a starter type player. He gets into the game, builds up, and and especially somebody like Liverpool, I think he might like stand up to be counted. I really, really, really do, man. And I hope that he's able to do so. What are your thoughts on Vlasic, Kieran? Anything?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I the jury's out with him.
Right.
And he hasn't impressed enough. I've seen glimpses. But we playing him in a position he's probably wrong. It's out of position. I don't know. I really don't know. He hasn't impressed me enough yet. I can't even say he's gonna come good. I can't say that with confidence. He might.
I can.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I
don't want to jump in the bandwagon.
No, I know, and I respect that more than you know. I respect that more than you know. I know. Listen to him. I can love it.
I just hear you going.
The dog's not happy with Vlasic. He's not happy with Vlasic. He thinks
he's happy with Vlasic. He was barking for Vlasic right there. He's like, give him more game time. But it's like, I agree with what Rise is saying. Like, play him in a central role, and you're going to see the best out of him. Like, don't play him as the creator. Play him as, like, what the creator has a focal point to go to. I think that's when you'll just see him knocking goals left, right, and center.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Are we ever going to find out? This is the problem with Moyes.
That's what I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
We will. I do. I got a strong feeling we will.
I can't pick it anymore what Moyes does. It's just weird. But what's happening is, like I said earlier on, is we're paying now for January, and say Cresswell is injured, there's another one down, that's another. Say Souček is that cuts that bad he can't play. There's another one down, and you go, Jesus Christ, we're running out of options here, and that could be the only way that Moyes does play youngsters, where he just doesn't have an option because he won't play them. He won't even try Crowell.
No, I know.
But he's on the bench today, Reece. Crowell was on the bench.
Crowell was on the bench.
Yeah, I think he
was.
I'll be right back.
The natural thinking to me would be to put Crowell on for Souček, but he won't play him. How bad is he? How bad is he in training that he won't even bring him on for his natural position? That was the cover.
Yeah, he played shit against Kidderminster. He played shit against Kidderminster.
Yeah, but everyone did.
Yeah.
Well, he was shit. Everyone did. But that was the reason we brought him in, was to cover either Rice or Souček if they went down. And it just ain't. And you go, wow, what's changed? Something's changed. That he doesn't trust him at all.
I'll tell you what it looks like as well with this new formation. It seems like Rice is doing a lot more defensive work, which I prefer. I prefer Rice doing the defensive work because if he did this amazing goal line clearance pretty much earlier as well at one point during the match. Yeah, he did some really good goal line clearance as well. But like him running back and defending and stuff, it's just I prefer him in a more defensive role and then going forward ever so often and stuff. It frees Souček to go forward more. That's what I mean, because it frees Souček because he was it looks more like the last season Rice and Souček partnership in this formation, which I'm living for.
I was hearing before Souček got injured, Reese, that he was bloody poor. Is that right? Is that right?
He wasn't great. He missed the setter pretty much really early on.
But his performance, with the ball and his passing was poor. I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, well, it wasn't great. He was passing and stuff. But what was I going to say? Yeah, it seemed like the old Souček and Rice, like with Declan going back and stuff, and like Antonio. There was another point in the game where Declan took it from about the halfway line, I think, up to near the box and stuff, shaking off a few players, crossed it into passed it into Antonio, and Antonio went for a shot, and it ended up in the stands, I think, or it went well over. And like Antonio had like 4 players around him that he could have passed to, and it probably would have been a goal. It's just wasn't great.
Well, it's just probably another game. Like, we haven't been clinical enough in games lately,
Oh no, we haven't,
and that's proving to be a problem. So, what do you do? I don't know. We play
exactly,
but I don't think. Let's put it this way: what have we won once at Anfield in 50 odd years? So
it's always time to change it again.
Be a tough ask, right? But that won't define the rest of the season. But the trouble is, you've got Sevilla 3 days later, and we probably have to.
I think it's 5 days later. I think because it's Saturday. I think so, because I know the Sevilla games on.
I'll be a Thursday, won't it? Yeah.
Yeah, the Sevilla game's on a Thursday. And I'm not sure if the Liverpool game is on the Saturday or Sunday. I think it's the Saturday. I think.
Okay. Well, either way, 3 days, 4 days, or whatever it is, or even 5.
Yeah.
We've still got to roll out the same players, probably.
Yes, on Saturday, 5:30 kickoff for me. So that'll be 5:30 kickoff. So that'll be 7:30 in the morning for you, won't it?
No. Right. How many hours am I in front of you, Reece?
10. So that'll be 3:30 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning.
3:30 in the morning. Exactly. Another nightmare getting up for that.
Yeah.
What was the time there for you then, Kieran?
What?
Getting up for the match today.
I didn't because I didn't have it, did I? So I didn't bother.
Yeah, it was hard to get it here too. It was on like Super Sports or that was it, or like Premium Sports, and my father's one kept freezing up. We had to watch it in my room, and it was. It
would have been 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, because it was 2:45 like these ways, 7:45 in where Rise is. So yeah, of course it would have.
Yeah, Peach.
Yo,
I watched all that Ted Lasso, by the way.
Oh, in that that's funny, isn't it? Like,
dope.
Yeah,
dope.
Yeah. It
you
is.
have a chat about that. I'm gonna have to do one, okay? I've got a couple of bits to do.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, stay safe. Stay safe.
I'm glad
we'll speak to you later.
Good for you.
The sun's back out. Would you believe? So we're all good.
Beautiful. All right, we'll speak to you later.
Here comes the sun.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. All right. Yo, the boy, the myth, the man, the legend. Yo, Kieran, what a boy, man. What a boy. Fuck off. Yo.
All right, Roy Kent.
Yeah, there you go. Like, yo, you know what? No, Ted Lasso is dope, innit? Like,
the assistant
coach is dope, and then the other youth that like ends up going to West Ham. You seen that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like what?
No.
Yeah, you seen the irons and everything. So it's like next season, it's like hopefully we get some like West Ham things in there, and the one star they got who like couldn't get on the ball, and then he finally got on the ball. Like he finally started taking the free kicks he was supposed to take, and like
Penalties, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Danny Rojas.
And yeah,
football is life.
Yeah,
football is life.
And then the gal that runs it all, and then her and Lasso kind of have a thing, and it's wicked, man. It's
No, she has a thing with that Nigerian player, didn't she?
Yeah, sorry, that's it. Who looks like Saka. Yeah, that's it, dog. That's it, man. And then like the other one, what was the other one, dog? I love the supporters in the local pub. They're brilliant. They're
Coach Beard as well.
Yeah, they are magic, dog. And then his assistant coach, who was like assistant NFL, like kind of coach with him. He's
Coach
wicked,
Beard.
man.
Yeah,
Coach Beard, what a boy, man. And then the one that's like kind of like mucking around with the gal who looks like Danny Dyer, kind of him. And then that boy who like kind of plays Roy Keane, but his name is something Kent instead of Keane.
Roy Kent.
Yeah, Roy. See how they did that though?
Yeah, I've only just noticed that. Yeah,
right. All he needed was the Irish accent. He'd be off to the races, dog. But yeah, no, what a show, man. That show was like, that show was. I watched
coached by Ronald fucking McDonald.
Yeah, bosh. Yo, and the lady that works at the pub, she's dope. She don't take no shit, dog.
Yeah, she's great.
Like I know that our local dog, it's a Scottish family like run the pub, and like, yo, I remember this like big burly man getting like Chiswick in there, just acting the fool, and she took him outside, dog. She's like, I just want to have a word, and I swear to you, she was in her 60s, dog. She took the man outside. She reminds me of the gal that works in the thing there, in the pub on the Ted Lasso, and she took the boy outside, and she fucking nutted him. And he fell to the ground. And this guy was like 60 years old, dog. And I was just like, go on. That
is brilliant.
Like, trust me, man. I watched the two dopest movies like for a long time last night. One was called Alien Abduction. It was made in 2000 and I'm going to say 17, 18, 19. It was dope. It was dope. It was really dope. Then there was another one that was kind of like, it was more like a horror movie than like an alien type movie. And it was like, it was weird. It was weird. It was good, like held your attention and thing, but it was weird. It was like, it was just weird. And that one was called Come Play. And then the next one, and it wasn't a porno. And then the next one, because come was spelled right. And then the next one was, what was it? Vast Nights or something. Vast Nights and something or other. But it was weird because it was like set in like the 1970s. But they were all talking about like, oh, I heard in the future there's going to be like mobile phones that like you'll be able to talk to people and see them at the same time and this and that. And it was mad. And it was like basically all what's going on now. And they were talking like, oh, yeah, this is going to happen. You're going to have cars that are able to like parallel park or like, drive themselves. And it's like everything that we're seeing now, they were saying like back in 1974. And it was a true thing on oh, shit. Yeah. So, yeah, the door just got slammed. I'm being too loud. But, yeah, it was a true move on like what's gone from then till now. It was weird, but it was good. But yeah, Alien Abduction, that was dope. That was dope. That was a true story, actually. That was a true story about the Brown Mountains.
Here we go, you and your fucking aliens.
Yeah, the Brown Mountains, dog. But they're up there, dog. And like you get like lighting things, and it's like, yo, you see two alien things, and it was like apparently the filming of this was because like one boy dropped his camera and they refound the camera. I think it's bollocks. I think they just said that to make it sound more true, like some Blair Witch thing. But it was like 2 million times better than Blair Witch, dog.
Oh,
Alien Abduction, watch it. The next one, Come Play, it was about like him, and this app kept showing up on his phone because he was lonely and he was autistic. And like this app kept showing up on his phone like, oh, you're lonely, grab my hand, like come play, this and that. But like, it was mad. It was mad. Trust me, it was mad. But then the third one, the Vast Nights or whatever, that was like, it was it won awards and thing, and it was like back in like the day, like 1970s and thing, and it was like about the aliens at some place in, I don't know where it was, dog. I don't know where it was. It was like some place in the United States where they had those things happen, and then like, yo, trust me, alien UFO things come in the mix, dog. Like,
yeah, I watched Need for Speed last night.
See, I can't get into them things. Like that's like whatchamacallit. That's like Fast and the Furious and thing. And
yeah, no, it's yeah. I just watched it. I haven't watched it in about 5 or 6 years. So
yeah.
Fuck it, I'll watch
but
it.
you like that shit, so that's your shit, dog.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's good. It's got Aaron Paul in it, though, isn't it, from Breaking Bad? So
yeah.
So that's why I watched it for the first time, and it's quite a good film, to be fair.
Yeah.
But anyway, Peachy, it's gone 3 o'clock, and I'm knackered anyway.
We go. At least we bought some spirits up. You know what I mean? Whilst we were on the chat,
let's hope so. Yeah.
We bought some spirits up. We let them see, you know, youngster thing, not your first team, almost your first team. We got, you know, to let them see that too. We'll come. I don't know. What's your schedule like tomorrow, dog?
Depending on what happens with my sleep, but I should be good to go tomorrow night.
Okay, because I'm thinking of like, I don't know, I might be interested to do like a recording thing and then try to edit 2 things and like come up with like a bang bang biggity banger, dog. So I don't know, I'm just saying that might be on the card still, you know?
Yeah, we'll talk.
We will talk. Yo, my people talk to your people talk to my people. Done, dog.
We'll get it done. Right.
Thank you for having me on, dog. Trust me, yo, we killed it. We got it.
It's your bloody channel.
I know, but it's still like you put 2 things on it, dog, because I was loafing. So I'm still thanking you because you're a prick. Yeah. So fuck you. Thank you.
Well, no, Duke was like, anyone going live? And then I said, I said, maybe just wait for you. And then Budgie was like, oh, you can start one, Reese. I was like, fuck it, yeah, you know what? I will do. And then, yeah, but then Duke didn't come on because he had some other stuff to deal with. So, yeah. So, yeah.
Yo,
right,
Duke.
Anyway.
Yo, that's what I showed you, his name. Crocodilus, dog. I done like it can't, because even you listen to the WhatsApp message, which is like 7 minutes long, and you'll figure it out. Because I was like trying to compare him to something like dinosaur, not dinosaur like he's a dinosaur. Totally wrong. I big up dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus Rex and all them things. Like that's a compliment. So I was trying to put Croc in that, and then when I was not thinking of nothing, I was like Crocodilus. It just came to me. I was like, that's even a new breed, dog. Like, that's a new breed. Crocodilus. So big up Mr. Crocodilus. Don't know, man. Big up yourself. Big up everybody in the live chat. Kimmy, Jay. Who else is up in there? Dazza, Epic. Yo,
yeah, whoever's in there.
Man.
Big
Straight up, man.
We'll be back tomorrow probably for some more complete random bollocks.
Yeah, we'll do a live thing, but yo, I want to do a recorded thing still so we can hit people like off guard. Like, wow, these people do actually have skills on like some next shit. So yo, we'll run it.
We'll talk, Budgie.
Right. Yeah,
Bye everyone.
All right.